teams, dressed over 80 kids, a lot of rotating on the offensive line, on the defensive line. And, that was two pretty good football teams going at it last week, and Callaway was able to come out on top. I think it ended up being 35-21, and we had talked about there were some opportunities there early in the third quarter to kind of put that thing away.
Right.
And they didn't. I think one was a questionable call on Cartavius. Looked like he slid about 5 yards. The ball came out, and obviously they called a fumble, gave it back to Opelika, and Opelika captured a little momentum right there.
Turned it into points.
But, I think the big thing this year with the Cavaliers is, they don't have a single kid starting both ways.
Yep.
So obviously they've created some depth this year, and they're keeping the kids fresh. And once again, it's running back by committee back there in the backfield. Offensive line, we got a really good, solid offensive line across the front, and this could be a special year this season for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, very much so. And last week, we felt during the pregame. I mean, it's a game you felt good about it, but you kind of had that feeling that, man, this could go either way because you're playing such a physical football team, and Opelika's one that's just got so many more kids and players and tradition, everything. And, it lived up to the billing for about 2.5 quarters, and then the Cavaliers just stepped on their throat and just didn't look back. And I was really proud of the way the team responded well to adversity last week. They got punched, they punched back. They got punched, they punched back, and then they just stepped on their throat and didn't let them get back up. Especially with Marcus Mormon's 95-yard pick six, that kind of just sealed the deal, sent the Opelika fans back down 85 South back home. So, hopefully we can see a similar kind of result tonight.
All right, so obviously across the field over there, LaGrange Grangers have a new head coach this year in Chuck Gibbs. Andrew, this is his first year with LaGrange. Now, this guy here, he has some ties that go pretty deep up at the highest level in the football ranks.
Yeah, his dad was an offensive coordinator at Auburn. I know he's coached in the NFL, and he's just got a really good family pedigree of football. And this guy right here, Coach Gibbs also, in his own right, coming over from Arizona. He went 31-14 over there at Scottsdale Christian Academy over in Arizona. Had a really good program over there. And one thing I did read about him that I do respect is he was a 10-year military veteran. So, and my dad being in the military and all that stuff, that I do have a lot of respect for people who do that. And then he's giving back to his community by coaching these kids. So, Coach Gibbs coming in and seems like he knows what he's doing.
Now, LaGrange, coming off last year, Andrew, they ended up going, I guess they were 0-10 last year.
Yeah, and it's a rough season last year for the Grangers. We were here for that football game, and I don't think LaGrange had about 70 yards of total offense. It just, and not to beat a dead horse here, I mean, it just wasn't your father's LaGrange, your brother's LaGrange. It just, something needed to change, and they went out and hired Coach Gibbs, and we'll see what he built. I was here at the Heard County game 2 weeks ago, and I tell you what, defensively the Grangers were stout against Aaron Beasley and that bunch, holding Heard County to 10 points.
Obviously, Heard County ranked number 2 in the state in 2A.
Yes.
And I think actually they
got a big one tonight, don't they?
They're hosting number 1 over there, Hateville Charter tonight. So
that'll go a long way, seeing how our region stacks up with clearly the number 1 team in the state in 2A in Hateville Charter, because we'll have games with Bremen and Heard County, and with Heard County playing Hateville Charter, we'll kind of see where we stand. And back to 2 weeks ago with this LaGrange Heard County game, Aaron Beasley, was very physical with his defense. But I tell you what, there's a guy in that Granger defense named Dexter Fitzpatrick, linebacker, and he heck of a game. Had 27 tackles. I think it was 12 of them were solo tackles. The rest were assisted tackles. But I mean, that's an impressive effort right there for one kid. So we got to keep an eye on number 2.
Right, and then after week 1 of high school football in Georgia, LaGrange has 3 players on the defensive side that are ranked in the top 10 in the whole state.
Right.
With tackles.
Yeah, and that's impressive. And I will say this, their offense didn't do them any favors in that game either. I mean, that defense was on the field for a long time. And tonight I'm sure Coach Gibbs would trade some of those tackles for maybe a few minutes of possession by his offense to let his defense rest a little bit. So, but nonetheless, very impressive defensive performance. And I'm sure it's something, playing a team like Opelika, we said last week, you kind of feel like that would get you ready for this season. So I feel like, you can take what you learn against Opelika and apply it here against LaGrange and, expect to have similar results.
Now, as far as the maybe not for these players that are here right now, but
Right.
as far as that fan base over there, they're used to winning. This is a very, what's the word I'm looking for?
They're proud.
This is a very rich tradition. They've had some spectacular athletes come through LaGrange High School, obviously because in 1991 they were the best team in the nation in high school football, and they've also won 11 state championships over at LaGrange. So this is obviously not a part of this town,
right,
or a part of that fan base that doesn't know what their expectations need to be.
I was talking to my dad about this game a little bit too, and we kind of compared it to Alabama football, the tradition-rich, winning championships, historical program, and it went into some lulls. The fan base was, they wanted something new, they wanted something different. They weren't used to this, what they were seeing on the field. So what's Alabama go do? They go hire a guy named Nick Saban. Well, what did LaGrange do? They went and hired a very successful coach named Chuck Gibbs. Now, I'm not saying Chuck Gibbs is Nick Saban, but I'm just saying he brings that change, that winning culture back to the program from where he's from. So I'm sure he's excited to try to get, this program back in the right direction. But I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's going to be a tall hill to climb.
All right, well, we've got about 15 minutes to go here. And, we've mentioned before, Coach Wiggins puts the videos up on the new scoreboard here at Callaway Stadium. And that's pretty neat to be able to sit over here and watch highlights of previous games and, the kids at practice sometimes. And one thing that I really like, you get the alumni, the guys that have played here in the past, went on to play college football, some guys in the NFL. They actually get to, speak on the Jumbotron and give the fan base and the players a message. And that's, pretty unique experience right there. Not only for the previous players, but the players that are here now.
That's right.
But we're getting set now for the national anthem, so we'll take a break. We got about 14 minutes to kick off. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Pharmacy. We know the hassle in looking for the right pharmacy and getting the kind of service you want is always a concern. That's why the only place to go is Holmes Pharmacy. At Holmes Pharmacy, you'll find friendly service and the nicest people. Holmes Pharmacy, now with 3 locations, Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Cates, the General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's that time again. It is back to school time. I wanted to personally wish each and every student a very happy school year. I also want to thank all of the instructors and faculty for their incredible work that they do in shaping the minds of our future generations. What you do on a daily basis deserves incredible recognition. On behalf of Nissan of LaGrange, have a great school year.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, another beautiful rendition there of the national anthem.
Absolutely. Great job.
So we got about 11 minutes, Andrew. We touched up on LaGrange, talked about the history-rich tradition over there, the 91 national championship, the 11 state championships. So, Coach Gibbs has his work cut out to get this program back where they need to be. And
that's right.
A lot of it, his motto is defend the star, and obviously – tonight would be, a big step in that direction for his program.
That's right.
Here, not a home game for him, but obviously we do share a stadium with Troop and LaGrange High School here along with LaGrange College.
That's right.
So this would definitely go a long way in his program as far as defending that star.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a win against Callaway tonight would mean everything for what he's trying to build over there in LaGrange. But I tell you what, Callaway's got a mission of their own, and Coach Wiggins is going to have these guys ready to go, fired up. And last year, the Cavaliers did win this game 26-0. But if everybody remembers, it did take some big time special team plays and defensive plays, for the Cavaliers to secure that victory last year too. So LaGrange did a pretty good job with this Callaway offense defensively in this matchup last year.
And we mentioned the game last week was 35-21 Cavaliers on top of the 6A, number 6 ranked Opelika High School Bulldogs across the river over in Opelika. And, you mentioned they do have a big one tonight.
Yeah, they got a big one against Auburn High School over at Duck Sanford Stadium.
I'm really curious to see how that plays out. That'll tell us a little more about Callaway, and obviously it'll tell you a lot about Opelika.
Well, I know the coaching staff felt like, Opelika was a very physical football team, a well-coached football team, and we saw that last night, last Friday. So, obviously a team like that, like we were saying, will get you ready for your season. So, and I look for Callaway, one thing you got to look out for too, good job of this week to week, is not getting too high, not getting too low. So, if you lose the week before, don't let that loss beat you twice. And if you win, that doesn't mean the same thing's going to happen tonight. So we got to come in with the same time of intensity and focus and not take this LaGrange High team lightly.
No doubt about that. And some of the stars for the Cavaliers last week, obviously Cartavius Bigsby with about 250 on the ground on 22 carries maybe.
Yep.
And then I think that Jacob Freeman added about 150 on the ground on 10 carries.
That's right.
Pitt, threw it around a couple times, had some big receptions down the field there to Nathan Sapp during the game. He had another receiver. I don't have it right here in front of me. But, obviously a definite dual threat back there with Jacob Freeman.
Had a reception.
Dre Potts. That's right.
So, but last week we only had to throw the ball 7 times. That tells you how well we ran the football. And one thing, too, you think about it, Cartavius had 249 yards on 22 carries, 3 touchdowns, and he had another 50 yards receiving. So he had 300 yards of total offense. But if you think about it, he had over 300 yards rushing if you take away a couple of holding calls, too, in that game. So I'm sure that's something that Coach Wiggins is going to try to correct this week, is making sure the offensive linemen, let's not hold on to the guys behind the play. Let's not do anything to try to catch the eye of this officiating crew and try to get any type of calls. So, and then also, too, we can't forget, too, Marcus Mormon's 95-yard pick 6, and he's filling in for the injured Demetrius Coleman, who will be back tonight.
And then the defensive front and the linebackers played exceptionally well.
That's right.
For the Cavaliers last week. And I really think offensively for Opelika, what the Cavaliers ran into was just they rotated so many guys and had so many fresh running backs. And
that's right.
They just kept rotating those guys in. And it's hard for a 2A program to, have to lean up against that all night.
That's right.
But I thought the Cavaliers handled it really well.
Yes.
And we mentioned that, the Cavaliers had a response. Every time Opelika did something, the Cavaliers had a response.
That's right.
And then eventually the Cavaliers just kept responding, and Opelika did not. But it makes you feel good because you feel like if you get in a track meet with somebody, you feel like your team is going to respond. But, I would be safe to bet that Coach Hubbard probably have those guys in a little different mindset this week as far as how many points they're going to give up.
Oh, yeah. Because we all saw it against Heard County. This LaGrange offense struggled big time against that Heard County defense. They just could not move the ball. I believe they had under 100 yards of total offense in that game. But, they had a week off. Coach Gibbs and all of them have been getting ready for this game for 2 weeks, and I'm not going to be shocked if they come out and throw the kitchen sink at Callaway. They've got no reason to be conservative. They've got no reason to play the game straight up. I'm going to look for trick plays. I'm going to look for misdirection. I'm going to look for them to try to do anything they can do to get a competitive advantage. And one thing Callaway's got to do tonight, be disciplined on defense and don't fall for any of that smack talk on the field, because we saw last year, what could happen when you let the other team get in your head. You're going to have a 15-yard penalty.
No doubt about that. Well, we've got about 6 minutes before we kick off. Looks like the cheerleaders are getting the banners ready for the players to run through. Captains are easing out there on the field at the respectable end zone. So we'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we offer low-price generics whenever possible. So if you want to go to a great pharmacy, come on in and you'll be dealing with the best. Holmes Pharmacy. And we have a great selection of diabetic supplies and a good selection of over-the-counter medications as well. Holmes Pharmacy now with 3 locations, Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
Well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, here we go. 4 minutes before we kick off. Looks like the Cavaliers are coming out from under the stadium, out of the tunnel, heading out behind that banner. Looks like they're going to be dressed in red tonight, Andrew, with the white stripes down the sides and the black helmets.
Yep, sharp look.
Sharp look, no doubt about
the
it.
Rangers in their traditional white tops, white pants, and their silver helmets.
Looks like captains tonight for the Cavaliers. 58, Keandre Jones. Number 1, Telly Fanning. Number 52, Keyshawn Cameron. And number 59, Adrian Porter.
Did Keyshawn Cameron play last week? I think he did.
He did.
I couldn't remember if he did or not. I didn't know if he was still injured or not from that toe injury. So
I think we'll get Keyshawn Suggs back tonight. Should be a big benefit for us. He started every game last year at defensive end.
As a freshman, he made a huge impact as a freshman. So it's a huge get. And then also Demetrius Coleman coming back to play defensive back will be good to help with that depth and let Marcus Mormon play a little receiver. So we saw last week he can go up and get the ball.
No doubt about that. The captains for the LaGrange Grangers, it's like number 2, Dexter Fitzpatrick. Help me with the numbers, Andrew. Looks like number 15 out there, K.O. Bradfield.
It's hard to see on the other side of.
It looks like number 52, Jonathan Sutton out there. Cavaliers dressed in the Rangers dressed in the all-white tonight.
Yep.
With the blue stripe down the side, blue numbers, and the silver helmets.
Yeah, the traditional.
The traditional silver helmets for the Grangers.
Yeah, that's one thing I heard Coach Gibbs say in the broadcast. He got rid of that white helmet quick. He said, we want to bring back that silver helmet, and get rid of all the gimmicks and get back to playing football. So, getting ready for these Cavaliers to take the field. See who won the toss.
Number 59, Adrian Porter.
You hear them announcing the captains for the Cavaliers. Good crowd here tonight, both sides. This ought to be a fun atmosphere for the kids right here.
Absolutely. Yeah, big time atmosphere for sure. So we'll wait for both teams to bust through the banner. So real close to kickoff, and the sun's slowly but surely setting behind these trees, and we'll be able to see everything on the field once that's done. So, and like you said too, it looks like LaGrange got a little bit more players this year too than they had in the past 2 seasons come out for football too. So we'll see if that helps with depth.
See Coach Woodard and Coach Hayes doing a chest bump up in the air down there. That's pretty unique sight there for y'all that know Coach Woodard and Coach Hayes.
Well, I know Coach Hubbard likes the chest bump. I remember my senior year of high school, he gave me one when I hit a triple in the playoffs, and it shocked me too. So Coach Hubbard can get in the air, and here come our Cavaliers.
Coach Hubbard going with the visor from, I think that was your junior year.
Yeah, he got the 06 visor.
06 visor working tonight. I like it.
Got the 06 visor. So, and Callaway just took the field, and here come the Grangers. So his teams get ready to take the field for the opening kickoff. We'll take a quick 90-second spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Number 18, Trey Town. Number 16, Marcus Mormon. And number 40, Hunter Williamson. LaGrange has won the coin toss, and they have elected to receive the ball.
The one that's here to help life go right.
Your Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
I'm going to get us to Alabama.
Here's football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, getting set to kick off here. Week 2 for the Cavaliers after a 35-21 victory over the Opelika Bulldogs last week. Cavaliers looking to go 2-0 against the LaGrange Grangers tonight. Callaway won the toss, elected to defer.
Yeah, I like it. Like that defense setting the tone.
Looks like back deep for the Grangers, number 3, Vondez Taylor, and number 20, Andre Canny, standing around the 10-yard line.
It's like we had a Granger late to get on the field for the opening kick.
All right, here we go. Hunter's got it teed up here at the 40, and there's the kick. High kick, deep, taken at the 5-yard line by Vondez, and he gets up to about the 23, maybe the 24, before he's tackled by number 7 for the Cavaliers, R.J. Williams.
Good job by R.J., and this is where you can send a message as a defense is try to force that 3 and out, and any confidence that LaGrange is bringing into this game, you can go ahead and take it away right here. But like I said, in this situation, rivalry game, expect the kitchen sink to get thrown at you.
All right, here comes LaGrange to the line now. It's like 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like they're going to line up in the shotgun right here.
Big difference from that wing T they ran the season before.
No doubt about it. There's the snap, give to the tailback off the left side.
Nowhere.
There's nothing there. He's going to lose about 3, maybe 4 yards, Andrew.
And that looked awfully familiar to that Heard County game last week as LaGrange just struggled to run the football against that front 7 of Heard County. And right there just ran off left tackle and just ended up losing about 3 yards in the play. So it already sets him up in a second and long.
Charles Crawford, the quarterback for the Grangers, the junior.
Once again, going from a wing T to a spread, so it's a big learning curve for him too.
All right, here's 2nd down and 13.
Bad snap.
There's a snap low. He gets it up and throws it across the middle of the field. Nobody there. It looks like he was looking for his big, tall receiver out there.
Can't catch a number. Is it 13?
Looks like number 15. That's K.O. Bradfield.
Yeah, he's a tall kid. So it says Bradfield is what? 6? Oh, he's taller than 6 feet tall, unless everybody else is real short out there. So it's a big old boy. So sets up a 3rd down and long right here for the Grangers. So Callaway's just got to keep everything in front of that 35-yard line and they can force a punt.
All right, 2 receivers to the left. Pistol look this time. There's a give to the tailback. He's trying to get outside.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, just nothing there. They're going to lose about 2, maybe 3 more. Going to bring up 4th down and about 15 right here, Andrew.
Yeah, interesting call right there on 3rd and long. Just look like they're just trying to set their defense up for some favorable field position right there, not wanting to make the big mistake early in the game.
All right, here comes the punter for the Grangers, and that looks like number 82. That would be Wesley Cunn, the senior, 6'5", 215.
We got whistles.
Not sure what.
Maybe resetting the
play clock.
Is it a official timeout?
All right, Wesley Cunn standing around his own 6-yard line right here, getting set to punt, and the Cavaliers, it's like they're going to put Cartavius back deep. He's going to be standing at about the 30-yard line.
And that looks like a substitution infraction against the Cavaliers, so instead of a 4th and 15, a 4th and 10. So got to watch those penalties. Those come back and hurt you deeper in the game.
All right, there's a snap. There's the punt. Short punt, high, bounces across the 50-yard line down to the 45-yard line of Callaway. So great field position for the offense to start right here.
Yeah, good 3 and out by the defense, and they're setting up shop at their own 45-yard line. So really good field position for this opening drive for Callaway. And we remember last week's opening drive started out with a bang with that crackback block to start the game, and Cartavius able to gain about 20 yards.
All right, here comes the Cavalier offense, led by quarterback Jacob Freeman. Looks like Cavs are going to work out of the gun right here. Cartavius Bigsby stands behind Freeman at around the 36-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And there's the snap. Give to Cartavius, looking for a hole. He gets out across the 45, across the 50, makes the guy miss, and goes out of bounds around the 41 of LaGrange.
Yeah, excellent run on 1st down. He just a dive play up the middle. He's able to bounce it outside to the right side and able to pick up the Callaway 1st down, and, man, he just makes it look easy. And there's fans still pouring in here, Shane.
It's going to be a good crowd tonight.
So
both sides.
And one play, you're already in Granger territory.
All right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right now. Again, Freeman from the gun. Gives it to Cartavius, and he slams the brakes. Andrew, somehow he gets about 4 or 5 yards on that play. I don't know how he did it, but
they had him. They had him in the backfield, and he was able to pick up still about 4 or 5 yards on the play. And, I mean, now you see why he's got over 30 D1 offers for his services. I mean, he's impressive, Shane. We've got to see him grow up since his freshman year, and
I mean he had a linebacker and a defensive tackle in his face for a 3-yard loss,
and just sidestepped him and got his 4 yards and on to the next play.
All right, well here we go right here.
I think we might have an illegal formation here, Shane. Got to be careful.
Here comes Cartavius on the jet, and that is illegal. We had about 8 on the line, it looks like.
So a false start, yeah. I was afraid we only had 3 men in the backfield. We lined up in a 5-wide set, and I saw the receivers kind of shifting amongst each other, and I was afraid we didn't have enough men on line of scrimmage, so that negates a heck of a run by Cartavius. So 2nd and 10, Callaway. Still favorable field position.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes Cartavius. They fake the jet. He wants to throw. Good play right there by number 33. That is Jaquez Smith, the outside backer for the Grangers.
Yeah, we got to be careful because Jacob didn't see him coming. He just turned around and threw it, and we're lucky that ball didn't get picked off.
Sent pressure at the right time there.
And right here, too, you want to try to convert right here. You see the LaGrange defense kind of getting fired up over there. You don't want to give them anything to cheer about early in this game. You don't want to give them any type of belief that they can beat you.
All right, 2 receivers on both sides. Again, Freeman from the gun. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Good hard count by Jacob Freeman.
Bring up 3rd down and 5 now after the defensive offsides.
Well, that helps a lot there, Shane, because now you can not only throw, but you can run the football, too, in this situation, and it can set up a situation, too, where this could be 2-down territory for you.
All right, 3rd and 5. Again, Freeman from the gun. Callaway with the ball at the LaGrange 32. There's a snap.
Oh, Cartavius slips.
Gives to Cartavius, and he falls at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a part of the field where you just go right here, Andrew.
I think you should, or part of the field where maybe you see if you get the look you want. If you don't, you just let your quarterback kick it and try to pin them inside the 10. Last week Nathan Sapp had a couple of impressive punts that pinned Opelika deep inside their own territory. So a lot of options here on 4th down. I wouldn't be shocked to maybe try to get a hard count.
They're going for it, Cavs fans. The 6 and going.
But also, too, we'll see if they line up in that formation where Coach Napier likes to do that double pass.
Coach Williams is going to have to call a timeout right here.
There's confusion.
There's a snap. They're going to go. He throws it across the middle of the field. Wide open was number 8 for the Cavaliers, and that was T. Bonner, and he could not come down with it.
You got to catch it. That hits you straight in the hands right there, and that could have been a huge momentum shifting play, but instead you're giving LaGrange a little bit of life, a little bit of belief they can stay in this game with you.
And that's one T probably catches all week in practice.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
And that was a heck of a throw. We saw Jacob Freeman throw the slant route beautifully last week against Opelika for a nice game.
All right, so LaGrange is going to take over at their own 37 right here with 8:18 to go here in the first quarter, 0-0 score. Again, Charles Crawford out of the gun, gives to the tailback right up the middle of the field. He gets about 2 yards. He's taken down, looks like number 7 there, R.J. Williams.
Yeah, R.J. Williams had a big game last week against Opelika, and that was a good positive play on 1st down for LaGrange. They just ran a simple dive play off left tackle, and they was able to pick up, like you said, about 2 yards, setting them at 2nd and 8 for LaGrange.
All right, here comes LaGrange to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And again, the quarterback, Charles Crawford from the gun, gives to the tailback. Again, Andrew, about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, staying on schedule, so it's going to set up a 3rd and about 6 for LaGrange. 3rd and manageable right here, and we haven't seen him throw a pass. Well, haven't seen him attempt to pass, underneath yet. So we tried the deep ball earlier on, didn't connect on that, but much more manageable distance right here.
All right, 3rd down and 5. Big 3rd down here early on for the Cavaliers.
And this is definitely where Coach Hubbard likes to bring pressure, too. Try to force the quarterback into a bad throw.
Crawford from the gun again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And there's a snap. Throws the screen.
Nothing.
Tailback gets away from one guy. And
was he not down?
They're going to say he wasn't down, Andrew. He's going to get about 17 yards on the play.
I don't know about that.
He just slips a screen out to number 5 right there, LaRocco Glaze.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that play again. I'm not so sure because that happened last week too, against Opelika. It's like I don't know about that. I think he was down well behind the line of scrimmage. But nonetheless, 1st down, and LaGrange is in Callaway territory, so got to buckle down right here.
Ball at the Callaway 41. 2 receivers to the right. Here's that pistol look. There's a give to the tailback off the right side.
And we got a holding.
There's nothing there.
Holding on LaGrange. That'll back him up 10 yards.
And that flag there came out pretty early.
Yep. That's going to be a hold against the Grangers.
Holding on the Grangers offense.
Yeah, I saw it right there. The H-back kind of got in there and grabbed a hold of that, whoever was on the defensive end on the left side of the formation. So that'll back him up 10 yards and put him behind schedule. But, back to that 3rd down play, though, Shane, when they're going to give you a play like that, where you can make a play in the backfield, you got to make that play. What they're saying, that's a conservative call. They're just trying to see if they can make a play in space, and we had him twice. on the ground. So that's something I'm sure Coach Hubbard's going to address when the defense comes off the field, is wrapping up and taking your guy to the ground.
All right, here's first down and 21, and we've got an illegal
I wouldn't
procedure.
be shocked if it was Callaway lining up in the neutral zone. Okay, false start on the Grangers. Man, that's going to hurt their cause too. Backs them up 5 more yards. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 30.
Going to be first down and 26
first down
right
26,
here, Andrew.
I'm sorry.
Ball now will
Yep.
be on the LaGrange 43-yard line. It's like an official timeout right here.
Well, right here, too, is a big play in this series. You don't want to give any type of chunk play. Coach Wiggins having a chat with the line judge.
All right, here comes LaGrange to the line now. Crawford works out of the shotgun. 0-0 score here, 6:28 to go in the first quarter.
All right, now we can have a continuation.
Bunch set out here to the left. There's a snap. He wants to throw, drops back, looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run.
Don't hit him out of bounds.
And he gets out of bounds at about the 49.
Yeah, he picked up about 4 yards on the play. We looked like we may have had him for a sack, but Crawford did a good job of stepping up in the pocket and able to pick up some positive yardage. But I don't know if you noticed this on that play, Shane, but on that right side, they got man-to-man coverage, and that's a big old boy over there for the Grangers.
All right, this is going to bring
Big
up
old target.
Bring up a second down and about 22 now.
Looks like we have an injured Cavalier, number
There's a
99,
snap.
Tyreek
Quarterback's going
Andrews.
to keep it off the left side. Leaves his
I don't
feet.
know. You
the
can't.
ball
The ball's
comes out. And it looks like number 25 for the Cavaliers has the football. Let's see what the officials say. And they're going to say he's down.
But
wow.
I thought you couldn't leave your feet either. I thought that was a penalty too in GHSA. You're not allowed to jump over the player.
Looks like the officials are going to try to get together right here and sort this out.
Well, we know what we'll see what happens. Be an interesting Callaway football.
Callaway football.
Huge stop by the defense right there. And you know what? I get on their case all the time. I'm going to give them props here. Good job of getting together, getting that call right and asking everybody what they saw. So good job by the officiating crew of getting together and getting that call right, because you can see up here in the booth that Callaway recovered that football.
All right, Callaway first down at the 46 here. 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Again, Jacob Freeman's going to work out of the shotgun.
We throw a screen pass here.
There's a snap. It's like a double pass right here. They're going to throw it back to Jacob Freeman, and he's going to get it at
He's
the
got a
50.
lot of room, and we're going to have a block in the back. That play's coming back.
He steps out of bounds down around the 30-yard line.
And once again, that was close right there. I don't know if he had gotten him in the back, but I don't know if I like that call too much. But referee was right on top of it.
So that is going to negate a 26-yard run by Jacob Freeman, and that's going to back the Cavaliers up deeper into their own territory to the 37-yard line with 5:58 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that right there, that receiver, he blocked him kind of on the side of the shoulder pad, but you got to make sure that guy's turned around so you don't give the referee any chance to throw a flag.
All right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right here. Again, Freeman from the gun. There's the snap. Give to Cartavius, and he's chopped down in the backfield by number 32, and that is Andraka Martin for the Grangers.
Yeah, they read that play, and that's one thing that they mentioned in the paper this week is they were gonna sell out to stop the run. So there's going to be some chances to make some plays downfield. Our receivers have just got to catch the football, Shane.
All right. 5:12 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 score here. Callaway taking on the LaGrange Grangers. Looks like a second down and about 20 right here from the 35 of Callaway. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Marcus.
4 on the play clock. 2, there's a snap, and there's a fumble. Jacob Freeman picks it up, cuts across the middle of the field.
Man, we are just shooting
just
ourselves
past
in the
the
foot.
original line.
Yeah, and it's the kind of the same thing that you notice at the level. You know, a flag happens, a negative play happens, and it's just so hard to right the ship. So 3rd and long right here, you know, I think the safe bet right here might be to just run the ball and set your defense up.
Callaway needs to get to the LaGrange 44-yard line for a first down. Freeman into the huddle. Cavaliers break with about 15 on the play clock. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left here. Nathan Sapp in at tight end on the left side of the formation. Freeman from the gun takes a snap, fakes a give, wants to throw, sets his feet. Now
I think someone ran the
back
wrong
to
route.
his left, and he just throws it up down there.
Oh,
and we dropped it.
We got to come down with these. That hits you right in the hands.
It was Dre Potts going up to the highest point and just could not come down with it.
Now, granted, he had a defender right in front of his line of vision, but, man, that's 2 balls that have hit us right in the hands that we've dropped, and they've both cost us a first down. So
Nathan Sapp's going to have to come in and punt right here. He's going to be standing around his own 21-yard line. Looks like number 10 is going to be back deep, Kobe Patton, for the Grangers. There's a snap to Nathan, and there's a punt, line drive punt. And
fumble.
Muffed.
Callaway's got it. Callaway's got it.
And Callaway picks it up.
Looks like we're going to take it in for a touchdown.
And that's number 8.
They got him.
That is number 8 for the Cavaliers. T. Bonner down to around the 4-yard line. So a huge special teams mistake here by the Grangers.
Yeah. And
sets the Cavaliers up first down and goal, Andrew, from the 4.
And Shane, the past 2, 3, you know, this is the 3rd year in a row that, you know, big special teams mistakes by the Grangers could end up costing them touchdowns right here.
Actually, you can't advance that ball.
You can't advance a fumble punt?
Can't advance that.
For the Cavaliers at about the 27-yard line.
So that's going to put
That's
going to put the Cavalier offense on the 27-yard line, but nonetheless, huge turn there for the Cavaliers, Andrew.
Yeah, able to get the ball back and kind of get a reprieve on that last drive. Let's see. Looks like Callaway's going back to the basics under center.
There's the I formation. There's a give to Cartavius just right up the middle.
These officials, man, they're quick with these flags.
He gets to the 21-yard line right there, but something happened.
They're going to call a hold.
All right.
So it's something that looks like they're looking really hard for because they flagged both sides for it early. So once again, you start out with a positive play on first down, and now you're setting up a first and about 20.
Kind of has the same feel that we had going into the end of the first quarter last week. Just kind of waiting on somebody to make that play.
Yeah, just wait for somebody to step up and make a play. And, you know, Cartavius, you know, he can't do it by himself. These other guys got to come down with the football and catch the football.
All right, first down and 22 now. Ball on the LaGrange 39. Freeman back to the shotgun. There's a snap. Gives to Cartavius out across the 40. Across the 35, steps out at the 31.
What is this out here? Another flag.
Second down, Cavaliers.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a personal foul type of flag.
However, there's a flag on the play.
That was a quick flag to come out too on the far end of the field.
We're calling a legal block.
I don't see how it'd be a legal block. They're both on the ground. That's a pancake block. What? A chop block?
Probably.
That's a late.
One of our guys engaged with another guy, and somebody comes in low. So
it's a pretty late call, though.
Either way, they're gonna back the Cavs up again, and this is getting comical now, Andrew.
Yeah.
The ball is at the 47-yard line of LaGrange, and it is first down and about 29 right here.
Oh, yeah. It's just, and it becomes hard to make a play, too, because you've just been flagged, and it's just like, man, what do I need to do to fix this? What do I need to do to get on the right track? So Callaway's just got to gain their composure and make sure they're not holding. And LaGrange crossing the neutral zone, so there's another flag.
We get 5 back here. Set up first down and 25 now for the Cavaliers.
That helps, but, man, we got a long way to go to get that first down. So it's been a flag-happy first quarter for both sides. So kind of a sloppy football game early. And like you said, Shane, it kind of reminds you of last week, just kind of waiting for someone to step up and make a play.
All right, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, empty backfield. Freeman just going to take it, gets out across the 40 down to the 36 where he's knocked out of bounds.
Nice little gain right there, just like a design quarterback run, just trying to get something positive to happen for the Cavaliers.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9 now, and you've got about 3 minutes and 6 seconds here in the first quarter.
And right here, too, with the way LaGrange is playing soft on the coverage outside, I wouldn't be shocked if we try to go back to that slant route, Shane.
Callaway goes empty again. This time 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And there's a snap. Freeman wants to throw, and he gets away from one guy.
Oh, you can't dance.
And he's finally taken down at the 43 by number 52.
And I tell you what,
Jonathan Sutton.
We are doing everything in our power right here to give LaGrange every reason to believe they can stay in this football game. And I thought for when he broke that initial sack, Shane, he had a lot of room to roll to his right and at least pick up 4 or 5 yards, but he tried to dance in the pocket and find his receiver.
All right, 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Callaway with a 3rd down and about 26 right here, Andrew.
Yeah, not a whole lot of plays for 3rd and 26.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Freeman from the gun. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, lets it go. He's got a man deep.
You got to make a play. Pass interference.
And ball falls incomplete.
There we go.
And he was looking for Antonez Blunt, and I think we're going to get a pass interference.
Yeah, that is pass interference. And I don't know if that's an automatic first down or if it will still be a 15-yard penalty and remain 3rd. So that was clearly pass interference in the end zone by the LaGrange defensive back. So then pass interference is the call.
I think either way, you're probably in that same position where you've got to kind of go for it.
Yeah, you got to replay 3rd down. It's a 15-yard penalty, but it now sets you up where if you don't pick this up, you are in field goal range.
So about 3rd down and looks like about 9 yards right here. So again, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Nathan Sapp in the slot on the left side. Cartavius at tailback. And Freeman works from the shotgun. There's a snap. Freeman rolls to his right, wants to throw, steps up.
He's got a receiver open.
Looking. Now he just dumps it over.
Somebody made a play.
Number 12, Dre Potts.
I think that's enough for a first down.
That's what you're talking about right there, Andrew. Somebody's just got to step up and make some plays here.
And that was a dangerous throw right there. He kind of just lofted it, and I said, oh, my goodness, the DB's about to pick it off. But Potts went up and high-pointed that football and got the necessary yardage for the first down. But also,
that just tells you a lot about Jacob Freeman right there, just to even be able to see that.
Oh, yeah. Well, he made a play last week, too, that where he did that shovel pass while under duress and was able to pick up a first down, too. So, heck of an athlete we have at quarterback.
All right, first down, give to Cartavius. He goes forward for about a yard, maybe 2 right here to around the 11-yard line. Minute 30 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 score. Cavaliers threatening here late in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I tell you what, LaGrange is doing a good job of middle that defense, sealing up the holes. So, running to the outside might be what we need to do to set up the inside run.
Cavaliers can get a first down, Andrew, down around the 2-yard line.
That's right.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield here for Freeman out of the gun. They bring Tank And they
That's that same
fake the
play.
jet. Freeman keeps it, gets down to about the 3, going to set up a third down and about 1, Andrew.
Yeah, and that's that same play that he was able to score on last week where he rides, Cartavius and pulls that football out right at the last second and clears a running lane for himself. So nice pickup, and like you said, about 3rd and 2. And we can either pick up a first down or score a touchdown right here, Shane.
30 seconds to go here in the first quarter, about 18 on the play clock. Callaway goes to the I formation here, 2 receivers left. Cartavius dots the I. Looks like we've got
another flag. Offsides on LaGrange. That one hurts because that'll set up first. It'll be half the distance to the goal. That's enough for a first down, I believe, Shane. Man, both sides have been kind of sloppy today with these flags. You got to clean it up.
See where they set the ball. Yeah, that's going to be enough for a first down. So it's going to be first down and goal for the Cavaliers on the 2-yard line here with about 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
So it looks like we're going to go under center. Try to give Big Tank Bigsby an opportunity to score his 4th touchdown of the season.
All right, here comes Freeman. There's a snap. There's a give to Cartavius. He's hit at the line.
And you know what? You see that right there, Shane? I don't know if you're thinking what I'm thinking. Great job by LaGrange for stuff in the middle, but I think a bootleg is going to be.
Fakes that, he can walk it in.
I think we're going to see a bootleg come here as we start the second quarter. So, good moral victory right there for LaGrange, holding Callaway out of the end zone for the first quarter.
All right, so 0-0 your score here after 1. Cavaliers taking on the crosstown rival LaGrange Grangers. We'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, getting set here to start the second quarter now. Callaway with the ball. 2nd down and goal, Andrew, from the 2-yard line. And you just talked about maybe that was just a setup play there. He could keep it, roll around, bootleg, be wide open right here.
Yeah, I'm bootlegging all the way. Even if LaGrange knows it's coming, I'm
short side, wide side.
Wide side. Give your athlete plenty of room to run that in.
All right, let's see the formation here. Looks like Callaway's going to go to the I right here. A lot of room out there on the right side.
Yeah, I don't try to run a play up the middle again.
All going to come down to Dre Potts' block out there on the corner.
That's right.
There's a snap. They give it to Cartavius. He bounces it outside, trying to get up the field now. I think he gets back to the original line, going to bring up 3rd down and goal again.
He sure blew that whistle early, too, right there. I thought his forward momentum wasn't even close to being stopped.
3rd and goal again from the 2-yard line, Andrew.
Well, 3rd down, and I tell you what, this is where I'm anticipating, maybe that bootleg, but also too we've seen the run pass option too in that Stars Mill game. So maybe you try to get Jacob on the outside with the option to throw the ball into the end zone or run it in. So LaGrange is doing a great job here at the goal line right here, Shane. You got to punch it in here, and you got to take the wind out of their sails.
All right, 2 receivers to the left. Looks like Freeman's going to work out of the gun. Cartavius Bigsby in at tailback. And Jabari Smith at fullback.
We got a flag, delay of game.
Coach Wiggins going to have to take a timeout right here.
No, they're okay.
So we'll take a timeout with them. 10:59 to go here in the second quarter, 0-0 score. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live at Callaway Stadium. Coach Wiggins calls a timeout there. Big third down and goal here, Andrew, from the 2-yard line for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, not really sure what you call right here. Like I said, you could make a run with that run-pass option, but LaGrange has done a good job of playing, solid defense in the middle of the field tonight. And Callaway really hasn't been able to run in the middle of the field, which is their bread and butter.
All right, here comes the Cavaliers to the line now. Obviously, you're in field goal range here, but you definitely don't want to settle for 3 down here on the 2-yard line, Andrew.
That's right.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Freeman from the gun here. .20 on the play clock. There's a snap. Fakes a give. Wants to throw. He's got a guy wide open. Got 2 guys down there.
There we go.
Number 13 right there, Antonez Blunt, catches the 2-yard pass from Jacob Freeman for a Cavalier touchdown.
That's exactly what I said that we needed right there.
And the Cavaliers take a 6-0 lead here early in the second quarter, waiting on the extra point here from Hunter Williamson.
Yeah, and we did a good job of the run-pass option, just getting Jacob on the outside and forcing that LaGrange defense to cover the entire field, and we had 2 guys wide open.
Bryce to hold, Hunter to kick. There's a snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, it is good. And just like that, Callaway with a 7-0 lead here at Callaway Stadium. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Good contact.
Hunter Williamson will pick it off to number 3, Montez Taylor. Also back is Andre Canty for the LaGrange Rangers.
All right, welcome back everybody. Callaway to kick the ball up. Hunter Williamson kicks the ball deep. LaGrange will field it at the 10-yard line. Runs upfield, and Callaway will bottle him up at the 24-yard line, and that is a tackle made by number 26 for Callaway, Quindarius Redding. So good job. So LaGrange High will set up shop around the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, and the Callaway defense will take the field. And it looks like LaGrange High's quarterback, Charles Crawford, will break the huddle. Going to have a pistol formation, twins to the left side, single wide to the right. He takes the snap, and he's going to hand the ball off, and Callaway eats him up for about a 1-yard gain on the play. We'll check the number on the carry. And there's number 23, Taj Hickson on the carry for LaGrange High. Gain of 1 yard, set up 2nd and 9 for the Grangers. And Crawford going in to the huddle. 10:18 left here in the first half. The Grangers break the huddle. Twins to the left side of the formation. Crawford in the shotgun. Running back flanking him to the right side. Crawford takes the snap, and he's going to hand the ball off right side, and he is eaten up by the Callaway defense. That is number 6, Demetrius Coleman, leading the charge along with Telly Fanning for the Cavaliers making the stop. So that'll set up around a 3rd and 7 for the Grangers.
Come on, Cavs fans, let's get a 3 and out right here. Let's support this team and just make some noise.
So we got a chance for another 3 and out right here. Crawford, the Grangers break the huddle once again. Shotgun, single wide to the left and right. Crawford in tight in the shotgun. A little early movement there by the Grangers. It'll back him up 5 yards. So instead of a 3rd and 7, Shane, we will have a 3rd and 12 for the Grangers. And we'll see what we call right here. Well, since I'm calling this series, Shane, I'm going to ask you what you think right here for the Grangers. You're going to go to the air, or are they going to be conservative and try to run the football?
3rd down, 12 to go right here.
Wouldn't be shocked if they go that slant route. They try to hit. Crawford breaks the huddle, shotgun set, single wide to the left and the right.
Callaway
it looks like we have a early movement there on the Grangers. Looks like on the H-back. I believe that's number 23, Taj Hickson. That'll back the Grangers up 5 more yards. So that'll set up a 3rd and 17, Shane.
That'll make it 3rd and 17.
And they might punt right here, Andrew.
I don't know about that, but it's like Crawford's going to go to the sideline, get the play. About 20 seconds on the clock, so they're going to have a whole lot of time to snap this football when he gets back into the huddle. They don't look like they're going to run a play. Probably just going to take a timeout. And that's what he'll do.
Here before halftime. So Cavaliers with a chance here to do some damage on the defensive side of the football. 3rd down and 17 coming up for the Grangers. Coach Gibbs calls a timeout here. We'll stay here with them. Andrew, I'll tell you what, I've been really impressed with this Cavalier, especially the linebacking core. You know, last year we had a guy, Jonathan Leonard, was just an exceptional athlete for us at the linebacker position. And, you know, I knew we were really going to miss him. Telly Fanning stepping up. Those of you that know Telly know what he's been through with the ACL injuries.
That's right.
Just what a great kid, and you know, he comes out here and he battles every Friday night. He lays it all on the line.
Yeah, Telly, I'm proud of the way that he's overcome these injuries. And like you said, you know, Jonathan Leonard, he was one of the playmakers that we were worried about, you know, Callaway replacing on that defense. And I tell you what, R.J. Williams and Telly have done a great job in the middle of that defense against Opelika, and they've done a great job tonight, you know. And outside of that one kind of crazy pass, I mean, LaGrange hasn't really done anything on offense.
All right, here comes LaGrange to the line now. 3rd down and 17, Andrew. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Crawford from the shotgun here. Takes a snap, drops back. Wants to throw, has
He's
time.
got a man down the middle
of the field.
And I think he made the catch. Good catch.
It is complete to number 13, Dylan Norvell, enough for a LaGrange 1st down. And
that ball hung in the air for a minute, too.
That's a pretty big-time throw and catch right there.
Yeah, big-time play, and it seems like every time Callaway's had the opportunity to just, you know, suck the life out of that sideline, that Grange has either made a defensive play or made a play right here to just keep themselves within one play of making this a tie ball game. So 3rd and 17 turns into 1st and 10, and we got to give a lot of credit to Crawford. He threw that ball in the money.
All right, 1st down and 10 now from the 37 of LaGrange. There's a snap, give to the tailback.
Nothing.
And he is upended at the line of scrimmage right there. He might have got a yard, Andrew.
I tell you what, he runs hard. I believe that's number 5. Is it Horacio Glaze? And I may have butchered his name. 5'9" senior. So upended for about a 1-yard gain right there. So, and like we haven't had a lot of success either running in the middle of that Granger defense. I'll tell you what, the Grangers have had almost no success running against the middle of our defense as well. And one thing you notice too, Shane, they're taking as much of this play clock as they possibly can to keep that Callaway offense off the field. They're trying to, you know, make this a ball. This is exactly what they did against Hurd.
All All right, 7 on the play clock now. Single receivers both sides. There's a snap. Fakes a give, rolls to his left, and dumps it across the middle of the field, and he's got number 32
There we go. Way to
there.
tackle.
And that was Andraka Martin for the Grangers with about a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, ran a play action and rolled out to his left side and was able to hit his tight end on a little flare route. And Callaway did a good job of initially wrapping up and stopping him for a minimal gain on the play, so it brings up about a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 for the Rangers.
All right, 3rd down and 4 now. Again, Crawford works from the gun.
Look how much room we got over here on the right side.
There's a snap, give to the tailback, trying to get outside.
I don't think he's going to get anywhere.
And he makes a guy miss at the line of scrimmage.
I think he might have gotten back.
Might have got back.
Yep. So good pursuit there by Callaway, and I definitely think this is a punting situation if you're LaGrange. So they'll let the clock run all the way down, and then they'll punt the football.
6:25 to go here before halftime, and Callaway with a chance here to get the ball back and put another one in the end zone.
Wonder why the play clock hasn't started yet. They're letting a lot of time run off that clock.
All right, Wesley Cunn in to punt. He's going to be standing around his own 27-yard line. Cartavius back deep for the Cavaliers, standing around his 25. 5:50 to go now here before halftime.
And they're not going to get this snap off. They're going to delay a game on the Grangers.
So they're going to back LaGrange up 5 more here. It's going to put the ball on the LaGrange 38-yard line.
So we took the return and the blocking guys off the field. Now we've got more of our smaller, faster guys up on that line, maybe looking to get a punt block here.
You see Coach Gibbs pull his punter off to the side over there and probably telling him
got to keep an eye on that clock.
Probably telling his punter not to kick this one straight to number 4 back there. Probably wants to see this one in the corner somewhere.
That's right. I wouldn't be shocked if he just tries to pin him, like you said, just try to use that sideline. Let that sideline be his best friend right here. Not let a guy like Cartavius touch the ball.
There's a snap. Line drive punt off to the left side. Takes a bounce.
Just let it go.
At the 40 down to about the 33, where the Cavalier offense will come out with a 7-0 lead here against the LaGrange Grangers at home. See Coach Napier and Freeman there talking on the side. Freeman jogs into the huddle here. About 5.5 minutes to go here before halftime. Callaway with plenty of time.
That's right. Plenty of time to run your offense. And with LaGrange just basically, you almost feel like they're just going out there just trying to eat 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, then punt. And if Callaway could just go down the field right here and punch it in and then get the ball going in the second half, I really feel like we can start walking away.
All right, 2 receivers to both sides. There's a snap. Fakes a give to Cartavius on the jet. Keeps it, gets about 2 yards.
Dexter Fitzpatrick there to meet the ball carrier, and he did a great job of wrapping him up. We ran that fake jet sweep, and there was just not a lot of room in that middle of the field once again, Shane.
All right, 2nd down and 9 now for the Cavaliers from their own 34-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Again, Freeman from the gun. Takes a snap, gives to Cartavius. Cartavius somehow gets by a guy at the 35, stays on his feet, and gets out to the 48.
Cartavius a little upset with himself. I thought he was maybe a broke tackle away from taking that one to the house. So good job and LaGrange read that play pretty well. And Cartavius just made a play to get around left end and able to pick up 10 yards for the first down. So, and this reminds you a lot of that first half of that Opelika game. This is about the time in that game where Jacob Freeman engineered a drive to tie that football game. Let's see if he can engineer a drive to take a 2-touchdown lead on LaGrange.
All right, here's Freeman from the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's a snap. And he's
now the holes are opening
Cartavius right up the middle of the field. And he gets up to the 45, and I thought he was down before the flag came out, Andrew.
I thought he was too, but nonetheless, it looks like we're going to have a holding call behind the play, and These guys have been really flag happy for both teams today, and I kind of wish they just let both sides play. Block in the back. I'm with Coach Wiggins. How is that even possible on that play? Everybody was in front of them. Coach Wiggins not happy about that. I don't blame him.
Takes the ball back across midfield into Callaway territory to the 41-yard line, and they will replay first down. 4:27 to go here before halftime, and Callaway's going to get the ball here to start the second half, Andrew. A touchdown here and first touch to open the second half could be pretty big for the Cavaliers.
That's right. And, we got about 4:20 left in the half. Still plenty of time to run your offense, but, man, we got to quit, with these negative plays right here in offense. Got to start picking up some yards and chunks.
Two receivers right, one to the left here. Again, Freeman from the gun takes a snap, gives to Cartavius. Cartavius makes everybody on the line miss and then gets almost back to midfield to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he's able to pick up about 8 or 9 yards, maybe 10 on the play. Bring up about we'll call it a 2nd and 6 right here, Shane. So good pickup right there, and now you're back on schedule where you want to be running the football.
All right, we've got about 3:58 to go now before halftime. Callaway breaks the huddle, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cartavius still in at tailback. And Freeman works from the gun here, 2nd down and 6. There's a snap, fakes a give, rolls to his right, wants to throw, loads up, lets it go.
He threw it to the wrong side.
And
our guy makes a play
down there for the Cavaliers.
And that's a touchdown. But we got a flag right here. And that's going to come back because
all the way on this side of the field?
On this side of the field, completely far away from the play, Shane. Had nothing to do with the play. And that's unbelievable. That was a heck of an effort right there to go up and catch that ball for a touchdown. An eligible receiver downfield.
Okay.
All right. It's like the first time I've ever seen that called in a high school game.
The great play by Freeman and Potts.
And a good job right there by Potts, just going up, high pointing the football, beating his guy. So 3:46 to go now before the half, and Callaway, they're back in their own territory again, down around the 38-yard line with a 2nd down and about 16 right here, Andrew.
Yeah, that sucks. Just took away a heck of an effort to catch that football for a touchdown and go up by 2 scores here. And, they're just not going to make it easy on you tonight to make a big play.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left here for the Cavaliers. Freeman from the gun takes a snap, fakes a give, quick slant out to Nathan Sapp, makes a guy miss, gets around the corner, down inside the 40-yard line to about the 37.
Yeah, excellent little screen pass to the tight end, and I tell you what, you kind of just hold your breath when you make a big play, just looking for that yellow flag behind you. So excellent first down. About a little under 3 minutes left in the half, so bring up a 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers on the Granger 38-yard line.
So Callaway goes quick right here, and they've got Antonez Blunt. Nobody was covering him. And he gets down to about the 29. A lot of hands on the hips here for the Granger defense.
Yeah, and we saw that last week, too, with Opelika. They didn't cover one of our guys. We just didn't get the snap off in time. So right there we were able to get that snap off, and it looks like Coach Gibbs is going to want a timeout.
He didn't have a choice right there. I'll tell you what, Callaway going fast right here. 2:57 to go here before halftime. Callaway with a 7-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Cates, the General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's that time again. It is back to school time. I wanted to personally wish each and every student a very happy school year. I also want to thank all of the instructors and faculty for their incredible work that they do in shaping the minds of our future generations. What you do on a daily basis deserves incredible recognition. On behalf of Nissan of LaGrange, have a great school year.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, Andrew, 2:57 to go here before halftime. Callaway with a chance to put some points on the board here and then turn around and get the ball back to start the third quarter. A lot of options right here. 2:57, plenty of time. Andrew, ball is at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, 29-yard line, 2nd and 2. A lot of options here on 2nd down, and we've made two really nice plays in the passing game. See if Callaway stays with the air and goes back to the ground.
All right, here's Quay Hines in at tailback.
Herschel Walker.
And you know when he gets the ball, he's got one thing on his mind, that's north.
Yeah, man, he does not go east and west. When Quay Hines gets that football, he's going north and south. And like we've said, those big old eyes just chugging forward.
Picks up a first down there for the Cavaliers. That'll stop the clock. They'll move the chains. Ball now at the 25-yard line with 2:46 to go. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right here as Freeman works out of the gun. Cartavius back in at tailback. There's a snap. Give to Cartavius right up the middle of the field. Cuts it to the outside.
Another flag behind the play.
And he is tackled at the 12-yard line.
That is unbelievable.
And you kind of get the feeling that as soon as they see a Cavalier player kind of break daylight, you always see a flag.
It's getting ridiculous. You know. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, just let both these teams play. I mean, it's been on both sides. It hasn't been a one-sided thing. It's just anytime either team does something.
That's a personal foul against LaGrange.
What did they see? The thing is, I didn't see it either for them.
Hey, we'll take it.
I'll take it at this point. I'm pleasantly surprised.
For the Cavaliers.
That's a costly penalty, too, for the Grangers. Man.
And we got into this last year there. We had about a 3 or 4 game stretch where, I mean, it just seemed like every time Callaway broke a long play, it was just a flag.
Well, it got to the point you couldn't enjoy it because you was looking backwards to make sure there wasn't nothing trailing them. You know, it felt like your running back had a yellow hanky in his pocket, and they were just pulling out his flag or something every time he ran the football.
All right, so here's Callaway right here. First down and goal, Andrew, from the 6-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Freeman works from the gun. There's a snap. He's going to keep it off the left side, just lowers his head, and there's some tough yards there.
Man, it is just hard to run in the middle of this Granger defense. I mean, they've done a really good job tonight of closing holes, and, man, we are lucky that we didn't fumble that football, too. You know, Jacob kind of he was kind of bobbling the ball there when he got the snap, and one thing I've noticed this year, too, with our offense is we're taking about 90% of our snaps from the shotgun, too. That's one thing that we really haven't done a whole lot in the past. And we got the Grangers to jump. Man, that'll be 2 costly penalties against the Grangers, man. That'll make a coach sick.
It's a false start on the Cavalier offense.
Oh, I take it back. False start. That's why he jumped.
That looked like Keandre over there.
Man, can't get a head start like that, Keandre.
Hard to miss Keandre if he moves a little early.
No, I saw a picture of him next to Telly before the Opelika game, and oh my goodness, the height difference between those 2 guys is unbelievable. So we got about 1:26 left in the first half.
2nd and goal from the 8 here. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. There's a snap. Freeman's going to tuck it and run to the left side.
He might have the corner, and I think he's going to run it in. Hold on, let's check. We are good. That touchdown will stand.
Jacob Freeman keeps it off the left end for 8 yards for another Cavalier touchdown. Callaway takes a 13-0 lead here and awaiting the extra point from Hunter Williamson.
Yeah, excellent run right there. And I thought LaGrange had read it pretty good. You know, they were in the backfield quick, but Jacob just did an even better job of getting around the left end and able to carry that ball into the end zone. And LaGrange has just been in the backfield most of the night, though. We got a Granger player down. I can't tell who that is from this angle.
While they tend to the injured Granger, we'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
It seems just like yesterday. He was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. Now he's here.
He worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And at Synovus, we're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and business banking needs to pulling for the hometown football team on Friday nights, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, back here live at Callaway Stadium. Callaway Cavaliers taking on the LaGrange Grangers here in the second game of the season for them. Callaway trying to go 2-0 tonight, Andrew.
Yep. And one thing I don't know if I mentioned this in the pregame, but if with a win tonight, if the Callaway Cavaliers can pull it out tonight, Callaway would take a 4-3 series lead over the Grangers to take a winning, to break the 3-3 tie and have a winning record against the Grangers. First two meetings weren't very fun. I remember those two very fondly. Those Granger teams with Trey Blackman and Braxton Kelly and Wesley Woodyer and all those guys. But lately the Cavaliers have been able to come out on top and get back into the series.
Looks like a cramp.
Let's hope that's all it is. He's been down for a while, so let's hope it's nothing serious.
Give a big shout out to my wife and kids. They're on the way home. Hunter didn't get to make it tonight. He was upset. He had baseball practice, and he's a diehard little Cavalier
he's normally
guy.
here. I was wondering where he is. I guess we'll just blame him for the slow start. He broke the karma. It's all your fault, Hunter, that you're not here. I'll remember that next game.
And then my lovely wife taking all the kids to do all their stuff so I can be here and watch the Cavaliers.
Looks like what they say his name was Miles Johnson for the Grangers, number 28, I believe was the injured player. Yeah, Miles Johnson, the senior running back, 5'11", 210 pounds. Looks like it is a cramp. He is walking off on his own power, so glad to see he's okay. Telly gave us a big-time scare last week. He went down and his leg just went limp, and the first thing we thought was, oh, no, please don't be that ACL. So glad Telly's okay and glad Miles is all right and able to walk off the field.
All right, Bryce in the hold right here, Hunter to kick. And I'm pretty sure this year it's going to be Keyshawn Cameron. Is that Keyshawn or is that Destin Patrick?
I can't tell. They're all bunched up. I think that's Keyshawn Cameron. We've got another official timeout. Okay.
All right, now they're ready. And there's a snap, the hold, the kick. It is up.
The kick is up.
It is good.
Hunter Williamson with the
and just like that, Callaway with a 14-0 lead here at Callaway Stadium over the LaGrange Grangers. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, here's Hunter to kick off for the Cavs. Squib kick off the left side. Oh man, that was close.
I thought we were going to be able to pick. Would we be able to advance that though?
No, you can't advance it. But we could have got the ball there at the 35.
Man,
shades of Terry Godwin last year for the Bulldogs.
That's right, against South Carolina, and kind of reminded me of that Spencer game where we kicked the ball and it landed right behind his head, and he didn't realize it was still a live ball, and we were able to fall on it for a touchdown. So looks like a legal procedure against the Cavaliers, so that'll back us up a little bit, and we'll re-kick. I tell you what, though, one thing we haven't really talked about was kicking. last year with our kicking situation and Hunter Williamson stepping in this year, he's done a great job of kicking extra points, kickoff duties, and it's been a really big weapon for the Cavaliers this year.
And again, there's the sky kick to the left side. This time
it goes out
does
again.
The same thing.
I would just rear back and kick it at this point.
And we actually had a kicker last year that we didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Brooks, who is kicking.
Oh, yeah.
He actually hit a field goal the other day for LaGrange College.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that was good stuff for sure. Good to see. So can LaGrange just take the ball at the 35, or are they just going to keep making us re-kick the ball? I'll just kick it deep at this point. I mean, you've tried it twice on the edge, and LaGrange is just letting it smartly roll out of bounds.
I mean, I would be willing to bet here on this third attempt by Hunter that he's going to get it just right this time. And I mean, the mid guy for LaGrange, he's just turning and running away from it. If we can get number 6 down here, Demetrius Coleman, he's got track speed. If he can get down here and get up under it.
Looks like we had a late addition to the kickoff team, so we'll be kicking off from our own 35-yard line. Let's see after.
Well, they're going to back it up 5 more. This time it's going to the 30-yard line.
I thought they'd already moved it back once. I guess not. I'm with you though, Shane. There's a big old gap on the Granger side around the 30-yard line. I'd kick the ball to and just hopefully it just settles down right there.
This is driving Coach Wiggins crazy.
Oh, absolutely
crazy.
It's about to drive me crazy.
All right.
Let's just kick the ball deep.
And Hunter kicks
there we
it
go.
Off the left
and
side.
And out of bounds again.
And this one goes out of bounds. And we've got a flag here.
And I think we're going to have offsetting personal foul penalties. I think Telly was tangled up with one of the Grangers.
Yeah, and they both were doing bad.
Yeah, so this should be an offsetting penalty.
Whatever it's called right here, they both deserved it.
That was an aggressive flag. So he did not want to let both of them get too far into their jawing back and forth. So can LaGrange just select to take the ball at this point?
Plethora of laundry on the field. We'll sort this out in just a moment.
Yeah, the announcer. There's a plethora of laundry on the field.
See, Coach Gibbs, he took care of his guy that got the personal foul pretty quick.
Yeah, he got him off the field. Yeah, I know he doesn't want to see that for sure. With him being in the military and stuff, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a whole lot of patience or tolerance for penalties or just, and I consider a personal foul penalty of that nature of, jawing back. I feel that's just a dumb penalty to make. I mean, that's something that you can control.
You hear Coach Hubbard, he's telling Hunter, move it over to the other side if you need to.
Maybe they should just let Nathan kick the ball off or something. Can they punt? Maybe they could just punt the ball from this, get a free kick.
I don't know that I've seen 4 in a row. I don't know that I've seen 3 in a row.
I've never seen 2 in a row, Shane. So now we're kicking off from our own 25-yard line, and with 1:08 left in the. Oh my goodness! What are we doing?
Okay, so apparently they didn't.
The new kickoff spot will be the 40-yard line.
Oh, okay. The personal foul penalty
was not against Telly.
Was against LaGrange. I thought that surely would be offsetting.
Yeah, they both.
They were both doing it. Well, that just helped Hunter out. So let's see if we can get this thing straight.
Yeah, we're back to where we started. Ball teed up on the 40-yard line here. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go here before halftime. Callaway with a 14-0 lead.
Just onside kick it, Hunter.
And
there we go.
Squib kick off the left side.
Oh, and he hit his hand.
Hits off of a Granger down at the 10. And here comes the Cavaliers.
Ooh, what a hit.
That looks like number 12.
Oh, my goodness. What a hit.
12 right there. Dre Potts comes in.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely.
Just depleted them. Man, that's one of the hardest hits I've seen in a long time right there. Goodness gracious. What a tackle. And that'll set up LaGrange inside the 10-yard line to start their series, and I wouldn't be shocked if they just tried to run the ball right here and go to halftime. I think Callaway's only got 2 timeouts left, so I don't know if they got enough to stop the clock unless LaGrange tries to throw the ball and get an incomplete pass.
All right, there's a snap out of the gun, give to the tailback. He tries the middle of the field and gets about 5, maybe even 6 on the play, Andrew.
Yeah, and Callaway's playing soft coverage right there, just trying to not let anything get behind them, just keep everything in front, let the clock tick down, go to halftime, because we get the ball to start the second half.
40 seconds to go here before the half.
Man, that is the hardest hit I've seen since John Oliver for sure.
Charles Crawford is going to work out of the gun right here. Got about 17 on the play clock and about 25 on the game clock.
Yeah, this will probably be the last play of the half. Looks like they're going to
snap. He's going to throw it, throws it down the middle of the field. Tell you what, he's got a good arm, Andrew.
Yeah, he's got a good. I think he does play baseball. I think he's their third baseman as well. So he's got a pretty good arm. But man, that stops the clock with 16 seconds left.
Threw it over the head of Kobe Patton.
There was just
on the right side.
There was just nobody in the area.
That'll make it 3rd down.
Actually, that was number 11, Jordan Ogletree. Here comes LaGrange to the line now. Again, Crawford from the shotgun. 15 seconds to go. They give it to the tailback off the left side. He's trying to get outside.
And we did a good job of just sealing the edge, and that'll run out the clock and take this game into halftime, I believe. Oh, no, Coach Wiggins wants a timeout. Maybe try to force them to punt on this end of the field.
Great job right there by number 28, Jalen Shepard. Came in low and just took the legs out from under. Number 5, Laraco Glaze for the Grangers.
4th and 4 for the Grangers as the Cavaliers take a timeout.
This reminds me, too, the situation we had a few years ago back against Troop. We kind of had them pinned back in a similar situation, and they had a bad snap go over their punter's head, and it forced a safety, I believe. So maybe trying to recreate a similar situation.
I mean, I think you just run the ball right here. 7
seconds left. I mean, you might as well either snap it and run back a few steps or just do some kind of toss play to the edge to take a bunch of time off the clock right here if you're LaGrange.
See if he sends the offense.
Or what if he, or you could just snap it and throw as far as you can downfield, just to nobody, just in the middle of the field. A lot of options right here, but I would be shocked if they kicked it to Cartavius Bigsby right now.
Well, they're going to put Cartavius back deep, so that's probably going to eliminate the just throw it down the field.
Well, it looks they're lined up in the shotgun, so they're either, like you said, they're going to probably just run the ball.
And we've
got Callaway going to take a timeout.
Yeah, we only had 9 guys on the field.
It's another timeout for Callaway.
So with that said, we'll take a quick 30-second spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Holmes Pharmacy is dedicated to helping you and your family stay healthy. Great service, a fantastic selection, and low-priced generics whenever possible. We do it all for you. That's why people say they love Holmes Pharmacy, the best place to help you keep your family healthy. Holmes Pharmacy, now with 3 locations in Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, how about this, Andrew? It looks like LaGrange is going to try to punt the football right here.
Oh, my goodness.
Punter standing at the 1-yard line.
If he actually kicks this, I don't like this at all. Oh. It looks like we're going to have a false start. Yeah, against LaGrange. That's going to back them up.
False start on the Grangers offense.
Man, so they're going to be, if they try to punt again, Shane, they're going to be punting from their own end zone right here. You can't.
Number 82, Wesley Kuhn will be punting.
Man, it's 4th down, so, I mean, anything's risky at this point.
It's too risky to try to run around now.
I mean, you've got to just try to kick it as far as you can. And if you're Callaway, I'm bringing the house. I mean, you can take a penalty at this point. It's not going to matter.
I mean, Cartavius is going to have a shot right here.
I think we're going to block it. High snap.
Oh. Gets it off. He's got to come up and catch it. And it bounces. And they just let it roll. The clock never moved.
I thought the clock's supposed to start on the punt.
See what they do right here.
You got 7 seconds. I mean, you got a
Callaway
shot.
going to get a play right here?
7 seconds left.
I mean,
I surely thought the clock was supposed to start running.
It had at least 4 or 5 seconds of hang time.
Yeah. I think that's what they're going to discuss right here. Now, they got together before and got it right. So I wouldn't be shocked if there's about 2 seconds left in this game, in the half right here, Shane. I'm with you, though. That ball hung up in the air for a minute.
See what the officials come up with right here. I mean, the game clock just never moved. 14-0 lead for the Cavaliers. Callaway going to come in here at halftime, go back out and get the football to start the 3rd quarter.
That's right. You could get some kind of cheap touchdown right here or some kind of cheap points.
And they're going to give Callaway a play right here, Andrew.
Okay, they reset the game clock to 3 seconds, Shane. Wow. That ball hung in there a lot longer than 4 seconds.
Punt. If I'm Coach Gibbs over there, I don't know what I would be saying.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm the most biased Callaway announcer ever, but I'm gonna tell you that even though this benefits us, but that is I don't know if I like that right there. I think the clock may have run out right there. I don't know if we should be getting a play.
And you know, Coach Napier is not talking about taking a knee.
Oh no, he's taking a shot. Now, who's got the bigger arm? Is it Demetrius or is it Jacob?
Jacob can throw it.
He can sling it.
I look for a little razzle dazzle right here.
You think they're going. If I'm LaGrange, I'm putting people at the goal line. I'm not bringing people anywhere near the line of scrimmage. Hook and ladder, maybe. If you get a flag here, I mean, it's. Oh, he's loose.
Freeman gets out of it.
Holding.
There's a flag.
It won't count.
He chunks it up down there. And it falls incomplete. Is this on the defense or the offense?
I think it's going to be holding on our right tackle. You can't end the half on an defensive penalty, but you can on an offensive. Personal foul. For what?
Is that assessed in the second half?
Penalty is declined, and that'll bring us to the halftime.
They declined the penalty, so.
Cavaliers are leading
okay.
14-0 over
so at the half, your Cavaliers lead 14-0. So we will take a break back to the station and come back with the halftime show here after we take a full timeout. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Cates, the General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's that time again. It is back to school time. I wanted to personally wish each and every student a very happy school year. I also want to thank all of the instructors and faculty for their incredible work that they do in shaping the minds of our future generations. What you do on a daily basis deserves incredible recognition. On behalf of Nissan of LaGrange, have a great school year.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we're in business for your health. So whether you need a prescription or durable medical equipment, at Holmes Pharmacy, we're at your service. Holmes Pharmacy, with quality and service and lower prices too. Good health to you from Holmes Pharmacy. Now with 3 locations in Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Big League Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for.
And downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field. Callaway Cavaliers football.
Sponsor our PBIS and Team Callaway. Would you like to win this call? PBIS Would you like to win this call? Would you like to be like Oisha?
All right, guys. Back here live at Callaway Stadium. Cavaliers with a 14-0 lead coming into the halftime. Andrew, and it could have been a little better for the Cavaliers. Obviously shot themselves in the foot a couple of times, some costly penalties. Not completely sloppy first half, but obviously not what we want to do for the Cavaliers.
No, a lot of sloppy mistakes, a lot of penalties on both teams. Not what you want to see. Second game of the year, and could it be a little fatigue? From the adrenaline from last week's big win over Opelika. I'm not sure. But at the same time, I feel like we got the best coaching staff one of the best coaching staffs in the state, the best coaching staff in this area, and then we'll go into halftime, we'll make adjustments, and then we get like we said, we get the ball to come out in the second half, and if we can go down and punch it in, I think we'll break LaGrange's will.
No doubt about that. You see the Granger band taking the field in the blue uniforms, and they look pretty sharp out there, Andrew.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They look really good, and I'm tell you what, I'm still impressed by the sound of the South we had last week with Opelika's marching band. They were impressive. They gave a really good show, and I'm sure the Grangers tonight will give us a show, and the Callaway marching band always does a great job with their marching band and the music they select as well. So we'll let the Grangers fire it up, and we'll take a full timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Is the band ready? All right. LaGrange band.
Injuries or ailments, get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody, live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway, here with my partner Shane Andrews, and at the half, the Cavaliers lead the Grangers by a score of 14-0. And Shane, you just brought it to my attention after the first quarter, Opelika leads Auburn 8-0. So big-time game down there in Auburn at Duck Sanford Stadium, and you said Brooks County's getting housed 35-0?
35-0.
Goodness gracious. So we saw that team firsthand down there in Quitman, Georgia last year, and that was a good football team, so we'll be sure to...
Still haven't seen Heard County
and Hateville Charter. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can't... pull some scores myself and try to see if we can't tell everybody else what's going on out here. So, but back to the game here, we talked about this before we went to the break, kind of just a sloppy half of football, just not really executing on offense. Defense has played well, and I think the defense has played very consistent, and I think the old saying is your defense is always usually a little ahead of your offense at the start of the year. So it's just going to take some consistency and some live game reps to get this offense up and running like a well-oiled machine.
No doubt about it. And obviously we know what Jacob, is capable of doing at the quarterback position, and what Cartavius can do. And we finally got to see a glimpse of Quay Hines there in the first half, and then hadn't seen Charlie Dixon yet tonight. But that's obviously a good option to have as the game wears on. So we'll watch the LaGrange band finish up their performance here. We've got about 15 minutes before we start the second half. We'll take a full timeout. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
It is the bottom line event at Nissan of LaGrange. Richard Cates, General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange here. We have $4,000 off all in-stock 2018 Rogues, $5,000 off all in-stock 2018 Altimas. How about $10,000 off all in-stock 2018 Titans? Don't forget that the Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange on the Parkway, or you can visit us where we are always open at nissanoflagrange.com.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we know the hassle in looking for the right pharmacy and getting the kind of service you want is always a concern. That's why the only place to go is Holmes Pharmacy. At Holmes Pharmacy, you'll find friendly service and the nicest people. Holmes Pharmacy, now with 3 locations, Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wick grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tell you what, Andrew, that LaGrange band putting on quite a show here for the home crowd Cavaliers.
Yeah, absolutely, doing a great job getting the crowd fired up, playing a lot of good music, good tunes, and Callaway will be taking the field right behind them to perform. So, well, going into the second half, Shane, what are some things you're looking for from Callaway and from LaGrange?
I think they want to get right back out there and try to establish Cartavius and that ground game on the perimeter. And see if they can open up some, like that quick slant. I've been very impressed by Jacob Freeman throwing the quick slant this year. Nathan Sapp out there in the slot. Antonez Blunt had a big catch there in the first half.
Yes. Really proud of him.
And it's good to see these receivers like Dre Pott, Antonez Blunt. Those guys are going up and fighting for the football. In the past, we've had some of the younger guys that didn't really want to, get up and get that ball at its highest point, and they kind of let the corner or the safety dictate, what was going to happen on the play. But these guys look really aggressive, and I think whatever happens with that passing game is kind of going to determine, what this team's going to do in the future.
Yeah, you got to have a threat of a passing game. You can't be too run-oriented. Last week we ran for 400 yards, close to against Opelika, but this week a little bit tougher sledding. I don't think we have 100 yards rushing as a team going into the half. And I tell you what, LaGrange came in with a game plan that we're going to take away what you do best, and that's run the football. So wouldn't be shocked if we see some more RPOs.
But like we say every week, you give Matt Napier and Dusty Hubbard a chance to get in that locker room and with a lead or a close game, and normally it's a good outcome for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, absolutely. They did a great job of second half adjustments, and we saw a lot of games like this last year where kind of slow, kind of feeling your way along the game, and in the second half they just come out. It's like yesterday. Last week we watched two different football games. First half, real defensive, kind of sloppy on both sides. Second half, Callaway outscores Opelika 28-14. So I really like our chances, especially with those two making adjustments.
All right, well, here comes the Cavalier marching band out onto the field. We've got about 9 minutes here before we start the second half. We'll take a full break here. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we offer low-price generics whenever possible. So if you want to go to a great pharmacy, come on in and you'll be dealing with the best. Holmes Pharmacy. And we have a great selection of diabetic supplies and a good selection of over-the-counter medications as well. Holmes Pharmacy now with 3 locations, Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Cates, the General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's that time again. It is back to school time. I wanted to personally wish each and every student a very happy school year. I also want to thank all of the instructors and faculty for their incredible work that they do in shaping the minds of our future generations. What you do on a daily basis deserves incredible recognition. On behalf of Nissan of LaGrange, have a great school year.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everyone, live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway with my co-host here, Shane Andrews. At the half, Callaway leads 14-0 over LaGrange High School. A couple other scores in here. I believe Wadley is leading 28-0 in their football game. So sounds like they're on cruise control, ready for an easy win out there, and we're hoping the Cavaliers can do the same here in the second half. We're still trying to pull that some other local scores in this area. I know Troop had a big game last night. I believe that was 47-15 last night, so they had a big-time win over Columbus. So shout out to the Troop Tigers. So with about 5 minutes left in the halftime show, we're going to take this time to give a shout-out to a couple of our sponsors, Holmes Pharmacy, Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, Emory Southern Orthopedic, Nissan of LaGrange, State Farm agent Matt Orr, Glenn Smith Chevrolet down in GMC, down in Opelika, and we also want to give Synovus a shout-out as well. So thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring Callaway football to you this season. And with that said, Shane, got the Cavalier band on the field doing their halftime show, doing a really good job. Looks like the kicker, special teams guys coming out on the field for both teams, trying to get stretched, get loose, get ready here for this second half of football. And with that said, we are going to take a short timeout back to the station. When we come back, we'll hopefully have some scores for you. So you're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back here at Callaway Stadium, and a big shout out to Callaway Cavalier Marching Band. They have finished their routine, did an outstanding job as usual, and they are making their way back to the bleachers, as well as the Granger Marching Band. Both teams starting to take the field for their pre-half warm-up, stuff like that. On the score front, Shane, you got any other scores in the area?
Woodland and the Wadley game.
Yep.
Wadley all over Woodland.
Yep.
I think Beulah was beating somebody 22-0.
Any update on the Auburn-Opelika score?
Last I saw was 8-7, Andrew.
8-7.
With about 3 minutes before halftime.
And Auburn's ranked pretty high in the poll in Alabama high school football. So, especially with the kind of game Callaway had against them last week, if Opelika can keep this close or even beat Auburn, that says a lot about this Callaway football team.
No doubt about that. We mentioned last week the amount of kids that Opelika had dressed out. I think they were around 90.
Yeah, I think they had just about as many as we did, which is rare sometimes. So really impressive performance last week by the Cavaliers, and hopefully the second half will be equally as impressive. So we just want a little PSA announcement to all of our listeners and fans back at home. All games and shows can be heard online for free at www.eagle1023.com. All videos, all shows can be watched online free at www.eagle1023.com. And to watch live games, you can purchase either a monthly subscription for $9.95 or a year-long subscription for $45. If you purchase a subscription, you can watch any game on the NFHS network. Be sure if you subscribe to do it through the school's page you are watching, as a portion of that subscription will go to that school. So if you subscribe, you will be able to also support Callaway football. I know my parents rely on that feed big time back watching this game in California, so big time Callaway fans. And also, too, if you want to watch a video replay of the games, all games can be watched online immediately following the game if you have subscribed. If not, you can watch a replay of the games the following Tuesday when they are posted online to our YouTube page at www.youtube.com/WELRWLAG. Links to the videos can be found online as easy as well as on www.eagle1023.com, Shane. So if you want to help support Callaway football, go sign up for that great service that Eagle 1023 provides to our listeners.
And again, a big shout out to the sponsors. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to bring
absolutely.
this game or to call the Callaway games without them. So
absolutely.
Thank you for all that they do for us.
Yes,
and
big time.
Looks like we got around 3 minutes. Both teams finishing up, stretching, getting ready to start the third quarter here. So we'll take a full timeout now, and then when we come back, we will have the second half of the Callaway Cavaliers and the LaGrange Grangers. This is Callaway.
At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning health care, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we're ready to make you feel right at home and do it with very competitive prices. So if you're looking for a pharmacy that cares and price still matters, look no further than Holmes Pharmacy. It's time to go to a pharmacy that really cares about you. Holmes Pharmacy, now with 3 locations, Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
It is the bottom line event at Nissan of LaGrange. Richard Cates, General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange here. We have $4,000 off all in-stock 2018 Rogues, $5,000 off all in-stock 2018 Altimas. How about $10,000 off all in-stock 2018 Titans? Don't forget that the Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange on the Parkway, or you can visit us where we are always open at nissanoflagrange.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live, Callaway Stadium. Shane Andrews here with Andrew Caraway. Cavaliers getting set to start the third quarter here with a 14-0 lead, and they'll get the football back right here, Andrew. And we mentioned, trying to get the ground game back established, and then see if Freeman can push some down the field.
That's right. I really think, too, the way LaGrange is selling out to stop the run, you're really going to want to maybe see us start passing the ball, too, on early downs to where LaGrange is bringing numbers. Because you could see a lot of times in the first half, especially on first down, they were run blitzing right into the running lane. So maybe where they're run blitzing, you hit that slant like you were talking about right behind those guys and for a big pickup. So, and it just brought to my attention, it looks like Wadley has scored again. They lead Woodland 34-0. So Wadley, like we said earlier, is on cruise control in that football game. And another score brought to our attention, too. Hatefield Charter 7, Heard County 3 at the half. So it looks like in your number 1, number 2 AA matchup, it looks like it's living up to the hype, Shane. Really big-time football game up there in Franklin.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Both of them have tremendous programs over there, and they've got some really good athletes over there right now.
Absolutely. Hateville, obviously the number 1 team in AA. Heard County following at number 2. Your Cavaliers are number 3 in the AA top 10. And then you have Thomasville and Brooks County in your top 5. At 6, you got Bremen, 7, Dodge County, 8, Rabun County, number 9, Rockmart, and number 10, Fitzgerald. So, a lot of football left to be played, but some very talented football teams on that list right there. So, and we're going to see 2 of them down the road in Bremen and Heard County.
Yes, we are. It will not. It'll be here before you know it. I think it's this coming weekend, our Saturday game at Cross Keys.
I think so.
I think it's a 5:15 kickoff, maybe Saturday down in Columbus.
Cross Keys, that's in Atlanta. That'll be a drive.
It's not the Cross Keys game, man. We've got one I know that's on a Saturday at like 5:15.
That might be next week.
All right, well, here comes the Cavalier return team out on the field. LaGrange going to kick off here. Looks like number 40 is going to handle the kicking duties for LaGrange, and that is Charles Miller. Back deep for your Cavaliers, you've got Cartavius Bigsby stands around the 5-yard line. Quay Hines to his right at about the 11, and it looks like Shepard stands to the left side right there. So a lot of speed back there, a lot of speed and power for the Cavaliers, Andrew.
Yeah, a lot of speed on the field, so got to make sure that field this kick cleanly. Nice kick, and that's going to be probably a touchback. Yep, touchback for the Grangers, so that'll set up Callaway 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. And to answer your question, Shane, I think, so we'll be at Cross Keys next week on Friday. That'll be a 5:15 kickoff up there in Atlanta. And then we will play the following week against the Troop Tigers back here at Callaway Stadium. So that'll be another big-time matchup for the Cavaliers.
All right, here comes your Cavalier offense out on the field here to start the third quarter with a 14-0 lead. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, Freeman out of the gun. There's a snap, give to Cartavius, and he's hit at the original line, no gain, right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and once again, LaGrange doing a good job of plugging those running lanes. It looks like there's a lane early on, but LaGrange has done a great job of plugging that and forcing all the running plays to the outside. So, 2nd and 10.
All right, again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Freeman and Cartavius in the backfield. There's a snap, fakes a give, rolls to his right, wants to throw, gets rid of it, and he's got his man Potts down around the 25-yard line.
Good catch by Dre Potts right there on the, looked like a little RPO right there, and Jacob Freeman able to roll out to his right side and hit Dre Potts on the boundary, so bring up a 3rd and about 6.
So very manageable here for the Cavaliers. Coach Napier signaling it in to Freeman. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Really spread out right here, Andrew.
Yeah, a lot of options right here. And it looks like we got them to jump. And if that's an offsides, that'll set up a 3rd and 1. See what the call is. That's encroachment on the defense. So that is going to be a 5-yard penalty. That might be enough to move the chain, Shane. We'll see right here. I think that's enough for a 1st down. Yep, and that'll move the chain, so Callaway will pick up the 1st down. So great job by staying on side by the Callaway offensive line, and that's twice we've got him tonight with the hard count, Shane.
Yes, very disciplined right there by the Cavalier offense. Again, here's that same formation. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here. Again, Freeman works out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes a give.
Got a lot of room.
Rolls to his left. There's an RPO right there.
And he just...
He completes the pass to number 16, Marcus Mormon, right there, but he couldn't keep his feet.
Yeah, we've had a lot of footing issues on this turf these past 2 games. So nice looking play. Still picked up about 6 yards, but he had a lot of yards in front of him. So about 2nd and 5. And you said Opelika just scored to take a larger lead on Auburn.
15-7.
15-7, your score at Duck Sanford Stadium down in Auburn, Alabama.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. There's a give to Cartavius.
He breaks.
Breaks free at the line of scrimmage.
That's
gets
a
out across
Cartavius.
midfield.
There we go.
And he is just running people over down to around the LaGrange 45.
So about a 25-yard run. So it was just a straight dive out of the shotgun, and Cartavius did a good job of breaking. So LaGrange was there to make the tackle. Did a good job of just breaking through and able to pick up about 25 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 for Callaway on the LaGrange 45.
All right, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Freeman rolls to his right, wants to throw, looking. Now he comes
He's got
back,
a lot of room on the backside.
changes
Oh,
field
my
direction.
goodness.
And
There's no way there's a hold.
I see a guy with his helmet off.
Wow, these guys right here, anytime Callaway gets any type of big play, that laundry comes out. That is crazy, Shane. That is crazy. I don't see how in the world there could have been a hold right there. There was no one on the backside, no one at home. So instead of a touchdown run by Jacob Freeman, it looks like Callaway's going to have a 1st and 20 on their own 45-yard line.
that last guy he made miss down there at about the 5-yard line. That was pretty impressive there. I mean, Cartavius and Jacob Freeman, they're out there. They're just having fun.
Oh, yeah, having a great time. It's just a shame that we can't, anytime we make a big play, it doesn't stand. And it's just, I have a hard time believing that it takes a hold for Callaway to have a big play. That's the thing I don't understand. Is every time Callaway's had a big play, there's been a flag that comes out. Whoa, now. 1st and 30?
There was a personal foul.
Personal foul. Where was the personal foul? Did you see anyone? I didn't see anyone on the ground.
I know a LaGrange guy had his helmet off. So
okay, it might have been illegal hands to the face then.
All right, so here is your 1st down and 36 for the Cavaliers. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Freeman takes a snap, gives it to Cartavius. Cartavius bounces it outside.
Another flag.
And there's a flag.
That is unbelievable at this point.
Cartavius gets up to about the 43. I'll tell you what, we're running out of football field.
Well, at this point, they're just looking for something at this point. They're just looking. Coach Napier's flabbergasted. The whole Callaway coaching staff with hand on their hips, and I don't blame them. I mean, this has been some home cooking by the White Hat.
Mm. 14-0 the score here. 9:14 to go.
So what is it about first and about? Goodness gracious.
Should be around
first.
51.
Oh, that's comical. Should we go ahead and punt?
Well, they haven't moved the football yet.
I don't think you could go any further back than that.
So it's still first down. First and 47. Okay. They haven't moved the football though.
Cavaliers first down on their own 28.
I don't know.
That's
I'm a
where
little
it
confused
was
at this point.
That's where it was before the last play. But we'll take it.
Yeah.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Freeman from the gun. Gives it to Quay Hines up the middle of the field. He gets outside, lowers his head, gets up to the 40-yard line. So Quay gets about 11 back.
Yep.
On first down.
Yeah, he did a good job of hitting the hole going north and south. And
about 30 more to go.
So, yeah, just hold on, fans back at home. We got a long way to go to dig out of this one. But
making it 2nd and 25 for the Cavaliers.
It was first and 37.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so now
that's hard to overcome even in Madden.
We're second down and 25 now. Again, looks like 4 receivers to the left this time, 1 to the right. They're going to bring Quay in the motion. And we've got maybe 2 men moved at the same time.
That might have been what I was going to say is I think we had 2 men move at the same time. So we're just shooting ourselves in the foot on this drive. Man, you about blowing your foot off at this point. And the fans, the fans on our side too, a little restless, just kind of, it's just like every time something big happens, it ends up, going against the Cavaliers at the end of the play. So it's just kind of hard to get into this game.
All right, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Freeman takes a snap, and he gives it to Quay Hines up the middle. And again, Quay just keeping those feet moving, gets out across midfield.
He's almost, and you got to, and now is that not a personal foul on LaGrange for jumping on him after the whistle?
Quay gets to the 47 of LaGrange, and Andrew, that brings up.
Wow. 3rd and 10 after that long run.
Exactly.
Oh, my. What a run there by Quay Hines. And, man, maybe you got to start giving him the rock, too. He seems to have the hot hand. So it seems like LaGrange has circled number 4 when he comes in the game. And sometimes you get so ready for one player, you forget about Quay Hines. And one player I haven't seen tote the rock yet, Shane, is Charlie Dixon. I haven't seen Charlie in the backfield yet tonight.
Not sure what's going on with Charlie. He was a big help last week against
Big help, absolutely.
There's a snap. Jacob rolls to his right, wants to throw it, sets his feet, throws it up.
Oh my goodness! And that might be.
And it is intercepted at the 20-yard line, and then he is tackled at the 37-yard line.
And then giving LaGrange life. So
and there's a flag over there. I saw, and they're still going at it over there. I saw a LaGrange coach run out on the field.
Me too.
He's out there now, and he's got his hands on the Callaway player.
Yeah.
And I think the first flag is going to be.
It should be on LaGrange.
Should be on the LaGrange coach for running out there and grabbing that Callaway player.
I'm trying to see who that was. That was unnecessary, and if he did that, he needs to be ejected.
So just like that, LaGrange gets a little life here with 6.5 minutes to go.
We'll see
in the third quarter.
We'll see what the flag is on. We'll see if it's against LaGrange. If it is, it'll definitely help the Cavaliers out and move LaGrange back further into their own territory.
And
I've never seen anything like that.
There might be an ejection right here, Andrew.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, you can't do that. You had no business running on the field and contacting a player. Are you serious? Are you going to call it both ways?
Okay.
Offsetting penalties, huh? Okay.
You've got to let the officials handle the pile right there.
Yeah, you can't run on the field and snatch people off.
I mean, start grabbing kids.
You see, because you saw, all the Callaway coaches on this side keeping a composure, just waiting for the officials to sort it out, and that LaGrange coach just torpedoed on the field and grabbed one of our guys.
I mean, they're just doing what they want to on that side, but
that's okay.
Here is a first down play from the 37 now for the Grangers.
Do you think this is where they take their shot right here? Is this where they try to get back in this football game and try to just go deep and see if they can come down with one?
He's thrown some good balls.
Yeah. Crazy football game.
There's a snap, give to the tailback.
Nothing.
It looks like they're going to give him a yard right there.
LaRocco Glaze for a few yards.
And that was LaRocco Graze.
Yep, on the carry.
Glaze.
There's just not been a whole lot of room for them to run the football tonight. And
going to bring up second down. And actually, they gave him 2
That's
on that,
a pretty
Andrew.
nice spot right there.
Second down and 8 now.
It's a little further than his forward progress was stopped, but that's all right.
All right, again from the gun, a give to the tailback. Tell you what, they're hitting down there tonight.
They're hitting, and I tell you what, it's everything that's in the middle tonight both ways is earned.
That was
a hard-earned.
LaVar's Patterson coming up right there out of his linebacker position.
Good job by Patterson.
So with 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, big play right here, 3rd down and 5 for the Grangers from their own 43-yard line.
Got to be disciplined right here too, because one thing that I haven't seen LaGrange do tonight is go with a hard count. I wouldn't be shocked if they go here and maybe try to pick up a cheap first down.
2 receivers to the right, pistol formation here for the Grangers. There's a snap. He wants to throw, and he lets it go.
Oh, I think
nearly intercepted right there by Marcus Mormon, number 16.
Did a great job of blowing up the pick play right there. LaGrange ran a pick play, and Marcus Mormon ran right through it and about intercepted that ball. So that's going to be a 4th down for LaGrange. And do you go for it here if you're LaGrange? I mean,
I think they're going to send in the punt.
I don't know. 4th down on your own side of the field. Definitely going to look out for any kind of fake right here. And it looks like we're going to send Quay Hines deep, Shane, to return this punt.
I like it. So in the punt, number 82 for the Grangers, Wesley Kunn. And looks like Coach Wiggins is going to take a timeout right here.
Probably just telling them, look out. This is, like I said, if you're going to fake it.
12 guys out there.
Just a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes by the Cavaliers. So take a quick timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Cates, the General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's that time again. It is back to school time. I wanted to personally wish each and every student a very happy school year. I also want to thank all of the instructors and faculty for their incredible work that they do in shaping the minds of our future generations. What you do on a daily basis deserves incredible recognition. On behalf of Nissan of LaGrange, have a great school year.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, big 3rd down and 4th down right here for the LaGrange Grangers. And it doesn't look like we've got anybody back deep.
Looks like we're just playing punt safe, just making sure that they actually do punt this ball.
Absolutely, and he's going to put it down there.
Good punt. And that's going to roll inside the 10. So that's going to be down to about the 7-yard line. So I guess Coach Wiggins was kind of thinking the same thing as me, just not really trusting that situation. You're going to run a fake. Now's the time of the game, about 4:50 left in the third quarter. And you're an offense that, last year they scored 44 points all season. They've only scored 3 points this year. That's something where you're just looking because LaGrange can try to find any way possible they can score a touchdown.
All right, here comes the Cavalier offense. Backed up now down around the 7-yard line. Freeman from the gun takes a snap, gives it to Cartavius. Cartavius gets around the right end, out of bounds at about the 11.
That'd be a late hit, out of bounds, 15-yard penalty, and Callaway will get a first down. They've done that a few times tonight, and they finally got flagged for it.
It's like a lot of jawing going on down there.
Oh, yeah. And here's the thing, too. You probably have a frustrated LaGrange High defense who's played their tails off for 2 straight games. They've done a good job with Heard County, and they've done a good job with our team, too. But one thing I want to see us do here in the second half is put about 2 more scores on this touchdown. You don't want to give any kind of moral victories to this LaGrange team.
All right, new set of downs now for the Cavs from their own 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right here for the Cavs. Freeman from the gun takes a snap, fakes a give. He's going to follow his fullback out.
Oh, you can't stop running.
And he's going to be sacked at about the 21-yard line.
And that's one thing we'll see Jacob do as he progresses, playing quarterback. This is his first full season playing quarterback. Last year when he'd come in, it was 90% he was going to run the ball out of that formation. So you just got to learn to feel pressure on the backside, learn to kind of anticipate that stuff and get rid of the football.
Imagine he's tired. He's probably got 400 yards rushing. Aside from the flags.
Yeah, it's been one of those games. So
there's a snap. Give to Cartavius. And
shoestring tackle.
Tell you what, they're tough. They're not very big up front, Andrew, but they're very quick. And they're tough.
Very tough in the middle, and looks like we have a Granger defender down. So while we stop to tend to the injured player, we'll take a timeout back to the station, listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
32 is shaken up on the play.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live. 14-0 your score. Cavaliers on top of the Grangers. 3:44 to go here in the third quarter. The Cavaliers facing a 3rd down and 13 now. And again, Freeman from the gun takes a snap, looks to his right.
Good
now
coverage.
He rolls to his right, lets it go, and he's got a man.
You've got to catch that ball.
And that was number 12 over there, Dre Potts.
There's that coach again, running onto the field on the LaGrange side. I don't know what he's doing. He just runs onto the field like after every play. He just got flagged for that. But man, you put that ball in the money, your wide receiver's got to bail you out right there, Shane. So we've had a couple of costly drops tonight by this wide receiver core, and that's one thing we've talked about. And it looks like we're gonna have a timeout. We had a wide open player, a gunner on the left side, could have run a fake punt. Looks like Coach Gibbs going to take a timeout.
They've got 12 guys on the field. I don't think they got the timeout. There's 2 flags laying down the field.
Oh, so okay.
I mean, there's 12 guys.
Still going to bring up about a 4th and 7.
There's 12 out there right now. All right, one came off, one came on. There's still 12 out there. All right, there goes the other guy.
Goodness gracious.
All right, so Callaway gets 5 yards, brings up 4th and 8 now, and they're still going to punt it right here. There's a snap. He gets it off. Good line drive kick. Bounces, takes a Callaway bounce.
Yep.
Gets down to around the 28-yard line, so a great job right there by Nathan Sapp. Come in, flip-flop the field position right there.
Yeah, let your defense keep playing. Callaway's defense has played very well tonight, obviously by pitching a shutout and looking to keep those zeros on the board. But I tell you what, Callaway's got to be frustrated on that offensive side of the ball. It's just so hard to pick up momentum, and either a big play is flagged and called back every time, and then also you got to give credit to LaGrange's defense for playing really well in the middle of that field and taking away that run from Callaway.
All right, and here comes the LaGrange offense back out onto the field, trailing 14-0.
You got to think they're going to start throwing the ball here.
Ball on the 27-yard line. And Charles Crawford from the shotgun takes a snap, gets to his tailback. We get him in the backfield.
There we go. Big time play.
Charlie Dixon in there, and here comes some flags. And Andrew, might be a face mask right there.
Number 5, Blaze brought down by number 27, Charlie Dixon.
Charlie Dixon playing defense tonight. That might be why we haven't seen him carrying the football.
However,
and I mean, I had some people actually make that comment to me throughout the week that, officiating could have a lot to do with this game, and I really just, blew it off. But my goodness.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. I think I've counted over 20 flags on Callaway tonight. And it just makes the game hard to watch, hard to call, hard to have enthusiasm when this has just been the game. It's been flag, play. Flag, pay. I mean, it's just getting out of hand. It's like they're just looking. You can call a flag on every play. I mean, that's true, but this is getting out of hand.
There's a snap. There's a give to the tailback.
It's one of their better runs tonight.
And he gets about 6, maybe 7 yards.
Is there a fumble on the play?
They're going to call him down.
Okay. It looks like with about 1:52 left in the third quarter, Heard County still trails Hateville Charter 7-3. So a real defensive struggle up there in Franklin. Let's see if we can update on the Wadley score. They were on their way. They weren't having any trouble with their football game tonight.
All right, here's the 2nd down and 4 now for the Grangers. There's a snap, fakes, quick slant.
Oh, good
Great
play.
Job right there by the defense.
What are we throwing flags for now?
I mean, there's no way. Okay, I thought he was going to
ineligible receiver downfield, but man, that was so far. That was after the play. But I mean, hey, we finally called one on the going the other way, but that was kind of a petty call. I'd say altogether there's probably been over 30 flags in this football game.
All right, so they're going to
go ahead.
They're going to replay the 2nd down right here. This time it's going to be 2nd down and 9. I don't know there. You would have had them at 3rd down and 4. So here's 2nd and 9 now. Again, Crawford from the shotgun takes a snap, gives to the tailback, and he just runs it right into the middle of that defense, and he gets about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Did a good job of pushing the pile right there. So looks like it'll be about 3rd and 5, Shane. So about exactly where we would have been with the incomplete pass. So glad to see Telly Fanning coming back in the game. I saw him come out briefly. And there's Charlie Dixon, and he's doing a good job in his linebacker position tonight. We've heard his name called a lot.
All right, 3rd down and 4 now for the Grangers. It's a pretty big play. Pretty big play in the game right here.
I think this is 2-down territory right here for the Grangers.
Oh,
they got us.
No, we never. Don't you have to go into the zone?
I thought you had to. He leaned forward. I didn't see him cross, but that might be what Coach Wiggins is shaking his head about, too. I don't think he actually crossed into the neutral zone.
Coach Wiggins doing the best he can to just keep his composure right now.
Hey, I feel him. I'm trying to do the same thing.
Right at midfield.
So 1st and 10 for the Grangers. They are on their own 49-yard line. It looks like Wadley still leading Woodland 34-0.
All right, here comes the Grangers to the line here.
False start. There we go. We get the 5 back. But I mean, you got to call the obvious ones. I mean, those are the blatant ones. You have no choice. But man, it's 9:30. We still got a whole quarter left in the 4th quarter.
All right, 1st down and 14 now. Ball on the LaGrange 45-yard line. Again, Crawford from the gun. And there's a snap. Give to the tailback.
Ooh,
he gets out across
good
the 50
hole.
and gets into Callaway territory to about the 47-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 6, Andrew.
Yeah, good runoff right tackle right there for LaGrange. That's one of their more wide open runs they've had tonight where he wasn't touched till he got past the 2nd level. So excellent run there by LaGrange to pick up about 10 yards. He'll pay about a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Looks like number 25 for Callaway, D. Bonner's limping off the field. We hope he's okay.
All right, here comes the Grangers to the line now. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. About 12 seconds on the play clock. Low snap. Give to the tailback.
Nothing. Oh, my goodness.
Fanning hits him hard in the backfield.
Oh, what a great form tackle right there by Telly Fanning.
And they lose about 4 yards on the play, Andrew.
Man, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 10 right there. So excellent tackle. Telly Fanning did a good job of breaking contain, just came right up the middle, and that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter, and we are finally in the 4th.
We'll take a break. 14-0 your score. Cavaliers on top of the Grangers. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, here comes the offense of LaGrange back out on the field now. 3rd down and 10 right here, Andrew. Ball on the 50-yard line. Callaway shows pressure now. They back off. There's a snap. Quarterback
play action.
Give, rolls. Got a guy in the flats. He gets about 6 on the play.
Yeah.
Going to bring up 4th down and 3, 4th down and 4 right here.
I think they were just trying to get themselves about 5 yards to go for it right here. You've got to go for it if you're LaGrange. You've got to.
4th and 3 to be exact for the Rangers.
Let's see what the coach decides here. $11:30 to go here in the ball game. 14-0 lead for the Cavaliers. Looks like LaGrange is going to go right here. They hurry to the line. 1 receiver to each side. Pistol formation here.
Big time play. Got to stay on sides too.
Crawford from the gun. Play clock at 5. There's a snap. There's a flag on
there's
the
a
play.
flag. I think he might have had too many men in the backfield.
He got enough for the first down.
False start on LaGrange. Man, that hurts. So now you're 4th and 10. I mean, do you still go for it here, though, Shane? I think you have to. You got no choice.
Now force a repeat on 4th down.
Oh, they've kind of stymied Callaway's offense here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel good about it. Yeah, it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field right here. And you remember last time they had a 3rd and long, they ran a slant route over the middle, and Crawford threw a strike. It was a good play, so that's something Callaway's got to look at right here is cover those seam routes. Those seam routes will get you in trouble.
Let's see what the coach decides to do here. Play clock's down around 16 seconds. Here comes the quarterback into the huddle.
They're going to have to hurry to get this play off, and anytime you've got to snap the ball quick, doesn't give you enough time to do your pre-snap reads. False start. Yep.
Yeah, they got 2 people going in motion. The quarterback tucks it. Now he comes back and throws it.
So I would just decline the penalty. I would just decline the penalty, take the football. So you're having an illegal shift on LaGrange. Callaway's going to decline the penalty, and they will take over 1st and 10 at the Granger 49-yard line. So Shane, with 10:40 left in this game,
take a shot. Right.
You got to just. I would take a shot, and I would just end it right here. If you take a shot, you score here, it's done. Like I said, you don't want to give LaGrange any type of moral victory to talk about this week. So Jacob Freeman will take the play into the huddle, and it's like you said, Shane, our wide receivers made some big plays tonight, and they've had some big drops tonight. We'll see if we go to the air, if we'll keep trying to pound the ball at the middle.
Well, I mean, you got to get them better, and the only way you're going to get them better is throw the football to them.
Absolutely.
Single receivers both sides out of the eye right here. Freeman.
Defensive end cross, so you got to call that if you call it on us. Yep, and that'll be a flag against LaGrange High School. So 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 5 is a free play in my opinion. 1st and 5, that's where you take your shot, Shane.
Still 1st down for the Cavalier offense.
And you know, early in this game, we gave that same look that we used to like to run that double pass to DJ Atkins in the past where we'd throw it back on looking like a screen, and then that guy would throw it deep, and normally DJ Atkins would be wide open in the middle of the field. I wonder if we do something similar here.
They're going to bring some pressure off the end over there. There's a give.
And they are just run blitzing, man. They are just dialed in on Cartavius Bigsby. He has not had a whole lot of room to run tonight for sure. But hats off to that LaGrange defense.
2nd down and around 4 now, Andrew. Playbook wide open here. Callaway with the ball.
Absolutely. I think
the LaGrange 44-yard line.
I think you right here in this situation, you just got to try to pick up a 1st down and get some confidence for your offense. Your offense has gone backwards most of the second half. You just try to go forward, get a 1st down, build some confidence, and take a little time off this clock.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Again, Freeman works out of the shotgun here. There's a snap, fakes a give, rolls to his right, and now he comes back across the middle of the field.
Ooh. Jacob Freeman's down.
Yeah, Freeman took a
it looked like
hard hit
helmet hit. Let's hope he's okay.
Number 2, Jacob Freeman is down on the field.
Let's hope he's all right.
We'll take a quick break while they tend to Jacob. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live at Callaway Stadium. Looks like they're still tending to Jacob Freeman. We were talking about Andrew. It didn't look like a really hard hit. Just looked kind of awkward the way that his head went back, and the guy just kind of laid on him after the hit. I think that's what the penalty is for.
Well, let's just hope he's okay, because he's still down on the field. His parents are down there, so let's just hope just a stinger.
They haven't called in for a stretcher or anything like that, so I'm sure they're down there and they're talking to him. And let's see. (14-0) your score here. 9:42 to go here in the game, and it was second down and 4, Andrew.
Yeah, he got close to the first down, so bring up about a 3rd and 4 when we come back. So while they tend to Jacob, we'll take it back to the station for a full timeout. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Holmes Pharmacy is dedicated to helping you and your family stay healthy. Great service, a fantastic selection, and low-price generics whenever possible. We do it all for you. That's why people say they love Holmes Pharmacy, the best place to help you keep your family healthy. Holmes Pharmacy, now with 3 locations in Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
It is the bottom line event at Nissan of LaGrange. Richard Cates, General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange here. We have $4,000 off all in-stock 2018 Rogues, $5,000 off all in-stock 2018 Altimas. How about $10,000 off all in-stock 2018 Titans? Don't forget that the Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange on the Parkway, or you can visit us where we are always open at nissanoflagrange.com.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, welcome back here live to Callaway Stadium. The joy of watching Jacob Freeman run around and make plays all night. Andrew has took a turn here, and it's like he's going to actually be carried off on a stretcher. As you see the LaGrange football team come over here, and both teams are actually huddled up right now, going to say a prayer for
That's incredible.
For Jacob Freeman as as maybe we all should do right now. We'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we're in business for your health. So whether you need a prescription or durable medical equipment, at Holmes Pharmacy, we're at your service. Holmes Pharmacy, with quality and service and lower prices too. Good health to you from Holmes Pharmacy. Now with 3 locations in Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Big League Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
Synovus is the bank of here. Here is where roots run deep and familiar faces welcome you home. Here's a place that keeps getting better with time because every generation leaves it better than the way they found it. And here's where our bankers are helping turn ideas into business realities because they understand what it means to be from here. It's where we smile when we see our customers and where they smile back. Synovus, the bank of here. Synovus, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, back here at Callaway Stadium. It's like the paramedics still tending to Jacob Freeman right here. And I mean, you really can't tell, Andrew, when it comes to the head and the neck, and you can't take any chances.
None.
And sometimes you're watching these games and you see the hits and they don't look that bad, but the neck and head can twist in some weird ways. And first of all, we hope that all this that they're doing right now is just a precautionary thing for Jacob.
Absolutely. I'm just worried about him. It's taken a long time, and it kind of reminds you of that 2016, that Brooks County game where that quarterback took a shot. He was down for a while, and thank God he was okay. Spent the night in the hospital. So let's hope that this is just something that is minor, and that he'll be all right.
Well, they've got him on the board. And he's on the stretcher now. And like I said, the hit didn't look very bad. To me, it looked like the damage was done when the guy kind of laid on him. It's like they've got his arms and hands strapped down so he wouldn't be able to give you the thumbs up if he wanted to.
Yeah. He's strapped down, and I hope he's all right. So we'll definitely try to keep everybody updated on his status this week. So hopefully young Jacob is okay. So and that will insert into the game. Hated it under these circumstances, but one of my favorite guys, Demetrius Coleman. So we'll see what Demetrius can do with this Callaway offense.
I don't understand why the defense is out there.
That wasn't 4th down, was it?
No.
How is that?
Did they call a fumble? I'm really confused.
I'm really
Coach
confused
Wiggins
too.
is down here talking to the officials now. I don't understand how LaGrange can have the football right here. There was
the fumble wasn't called. It was a flag on the play.
Cavalier offense will continue with 1st down on the 27-yard line.
Even the announcer's saying that the Cavaliers.
What?
Somebody should explain something. And there's a quick slant, and they've got a guy up around the 45-yard line.
Granger's ball.
I don't know, Andrew.
I didn't see a fumble called, and
it was 2nd down and 4 for Callaway. And then there was a flag.
There should have been. He should have went to the field and explained the caller. There was no fumble called on the play.
All right, here's First down
and he
play.
is just hammered in the backfield. Is
Telly
that Telly?
Manning bringing down in the backfield.
All right, going to bring up second down and 12 now. 9 minutes to go here in the game. Callaway with a 14-0 lead.
I'm flabbergasted at this point. I have zero opinion at this point. A fumble wasn't called on the play.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback rolls to his right, wants to throw, lets it go.
And it looks like we're going to have defensive holding on Callaway.
And there is a flag on the field.
Let's see what the call is.
Had an illegal man down the field. And looks like Callaway is going to decline. And going to bring up third down and about 14 right here. I'm sorry, third down and about 12 here.
See if LaGrange probably going to go back to the air trying to run a slant route. Or maybe try to get the ball deep to their wide receivers. So see if this Callaway crowd can't get back into it. That injury to Jacob Freeman kind of just deflated the whole sideline.
Quarterback rolls to his left, lets it go, and he's got a man down around the 40-yard line.
This should be Callaway's football. I don't know why LaGrange still has the ball. I'm still wondering why.
Somebody would have to explain something.
I'm going to have to ask someone after the game because
it was second down and 4 when he ran the football.
And he went down, and there was no fumble single. Like, there was no beanbag, there was no nothing.
There was a flag.
There was a flag on the play for a helmet-to-helmet hit. Even it wasn't a dirty helmet-to-helmet hit, but it was helmet-to-helmet.
I bet these guys beside us can tell us. Coach Woods can tell us.
Yeah, we'll ask him in the break.
Here's a snap, give to the tailback. He's got some room up the middle of the field, stays on his feet, and he's down to the 20-yard line.
If I'm Coach Hubbard, I might just take a timeout and just try to get that defense just reset. You know, you could tell the whole fan base, the crowd, the team, everybody's just kind of just real deflated since Jacob went down, and I think everybody's just in a state of confusion of why LaGrange High has the football.
All right, 14-0 your score, 8 minutes to go.
Nothing. And it looks like we're going to flag for illegal motion. Good play there by Nathan Sapp on the tackle. So another flag. Well, legal shift. That was an incredible shift right there. The wide receiver shifted almost all the way to the sideline. So.
All right, going to bring up first down and around 15 right here for LaGrange from the Callaway 23-yard line.
They're definitely not thinking field goal here. This is definitely 4-down territory for LaGrange. What are we stopping the game for now?
All right, here comes LaGrange to the line now. Clock's rolling, 7:50 to go here in the game. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And there's the snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, wants to throw. And
Nothing.
He's got a man to the, not even the original line of scrimmage, Andrew.
Yeah. It looked like they were trying to hit the tight end, just coming out in the flats, and Callaway did a good job of bringing pressure and forcing a bad pass. So that'll bring up a second and about 15. And if we can get any update on Jacob, we'll be sure to try to give you all one. I'm sure we won't know anything until tomorrow after he's been in the hospital. Those guys over there at West Georgia Medical Center do a great job. So, and like I said, I mean, they may have just taken him to the hospital for precautionary. Did LaGrange just break the huddle with 12 guys?
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. There's a low snap. Quarterback picks it up, steps out of the pocket, lets it go.
Intercepted.
Take a knee. Down around the goal line. and taken out to the 5-yard line.
There's, of course, a flag
by
on the play.
Marcus Mormon. See what the flag is.
That might be on LaGrange the way Coach is acting, but, man, there's been so many flags thrown in this game.
So that will be assessed from the end of the return, right?
What was it? I didn't see his hand. Big time interception right there to keep the donut up. And man, I tell you what, they need to march down the field and put one in for Jacob.
Marcus, did he have the big interception last week?
Yeah, he did. I think he was thinking he was
almost 100
he
yards.
Was 95 yards last week. I think he was thinking 105 yards this time. Hey, I can't say I blame him for bringing it out.
Nah. All right, so here is Demetrius Coleman now, the sophomore in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And there's a snap, give to Cartavius. Cartavius comes up the middle of the field and gets about 2, maybe 3. And going to bring up second down and around 8 now for the Cavaliers.
Man, this has just been one of those just slobber knocker grinder football games right here. Just reminds you a lot of that Heard County game. So LaGrange's defense just really keeping themselves in this game.
All right, Demetrius back into the huddle. 6:18 to go. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Demetrius from the shotgun takes a snap. Fumbles the snap. LaGrange. Looks like Callaway gets back on the ball down around the 8-yard line.
Goodness gracious. And, you know, and Demetrius he didn't play last week, and he hasn't taken snaps at quarterback. Did he take any snaps in the Stars Mill game at quarterback?
I think he was injured the Stars Mill game.
Yeah, but he hasn't played quarterback since the spring game against Montgomery Catholic at Jacksonville State.
All right, play clock down to 20 seconds. And Demetrius just now getting into the huddle. 5.5 minutes to go. Play clock down to around 10 seconds. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 5, 4, 3. Gets the snap. Fakes a give. Quick slant.
Oh, and he caught it.
Antonez Blunt. And that might be helmet to helmet there. He knocked his helmet off.
That's twice we've had helmet-to-helmet contact from LaGrange High School.
So it was enough for the first down with the catch, and then they're going to add 15 to it right here. LaGrange, looks like their safety came in and just pretty much put his helmet into the face mask of Antonez Blunt.
It's targeting. Yeah, that's definition of targeting right there. And that'll be 15-yard penalty and a first down. And Blunt will have to come out of the game for a play, I believe, because of his helmet being knocked off.
So what a job there by the sophomore, Demetrius Coleman.
He threw a bullet.
Throws that slant.
He's got a heck of an arm, and I tell you what, like I said, I've coached against him in baseball, and, man, he was always one of the tougher pitchers that my team ever faced. He could really sling a baseball.
All right, 5 minutes to go here in the game now. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Again, Demetrius from the gun. Takes a snap, fakes a give, rolls to his right. And had to rush that one that time. And
what's the flag for here?
There's another flag down.
We're either going to have too many men downfield.
Quick pass incomplete, intended for T. Bonner.
Not really sure.
Personal foul. Chop block against Callaway.
Are we the only ones that hold and chop block and do any of that stuff at the line of scrimmage? Man. I didn't see anyone on the ground, did you?
I didn't. We just need to
get out of here.
This one down to zeros and get ready for cross keys next week.
You're definitely not going to get style points with this one.
Still first down.
So, and also, too, you know, what happened to Jacob, too, you know, the team's probably just focused on whether or not their teammate and their friend is okay, you know, something a little bit more important, but you got to try to grind out and finish this game.
First down and 31. Demetrius fakes the give, takes it around the right side, lowers his head down to about the 21-yard line.
It's a good run by Demetrius.
Brings up second down and about 22 now.
Seems to be the theme the whole second half, Shane. We've had
some long sticks tonight, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Been a very unique game, that's for sure.
All right, here comes Jacob. Callaway breaks the huddle, 13 on the play clock, 3:50 to go here in the game.
I think they're just trying to.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. There's a snap, give to Cartavius. Cartavius gets around the left end, got to make one guy miss.
Another flag.
Stays on his feet. Gets about an extra 3 yards, but like you said, Andrew,
we're approaching 30 flags on Callaway.
Bringing up third down.
That's unbelievable.
That's on Callaway too?
Yep. I understand wanting to keep a game in line and wanting to not get, obviously you don't want to have a team an unfair advantage or anything like this, but this has been just an unbelievable game with the flags. I mean, how do you get any momentum? How do you call plays in this situation? It's like anytime Callaway breaks a 10-yard play, I feel like we're the road team.
Are we at Cross Keys next week?
Yeah, we are at Cross Keys.
Good. We're ready to go on the road.
Get on the road, regroup. Let's hope Jacob's okay.
All right, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Third down and 25 here. There's a snap. Give to Quay Hines, and they hit him in the backfield. He gets loose.
Goodness.
And
what a run by Quay Hines, just keeping it.
Ends up picking up about 9.
Man.
Quay Hines pushes it to about the 30-yard line. Bringing up fourth down.
Man, he's had some impressive runs tonight. He seems to have been, the key on those running plays. And LaGrange, when 4's in the game, they're keeping an eye on. When 5's in the game, they're not really paying attention to him.
All right, so Nathan Sapp's going to have to come in here.
Boom it deep like he did against Opelika.
No doubt. 14-0. And we got a timeout here.
I have no idea what they're doing at this point. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Here comes Nathan out to punt for the Cavs. 3 minutes to go here in the game. Nathan standing around his own 15-yard line. 2 guys back deep for the Grangers. There's a snap. Nathan gets a good line drive off, and they catch it around the 25-yard line, up across the 30. Gets out across the 40.
There's no hold right there? That was about as clear as day right there on number 3 for LaGrange.
Up to about the 41-yard line is number 6, Jacoby Smith for LaGrange. And it'll be up to the Callaway defense here, Andrew, to preserve the shutout here. 2:55 to go in the game. LaGrange with the ball at their own 43.
Yeah, defense just got to keep everything in front. Got 2:55 left. Not a whole lot of time for LaGrange. Just keep everything in front. And I think, I wouldn't shock me if both teams just want to get out of here, be healthy going into their rest of their non-region schedule.
All right, here's the snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, wants to throw, and he's
sacked.
going to be
Oh
sacked.
my goodness! He took about a 15 to 18-yard loss on the play right there.
That was Trey Hurd.
Trey Hurd, beautiful job getting to the backfield to wrap him up. That should pretty much do it.
I bring up second down and around 28 yards right here.
LaGrange, Grangers on the 28-yard line.
Again, LaGrange with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, lets go of it, and it's caught across the middle of the field, but immediately tackled by number 25 right there, D. Bonner for the Cavaliers. And that's going to bring up third down and about 22 right here for the Grangers, trailing 14-0 with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go here in the game.
Yeah, Callaway's got to keep everything in front of them. And like we said, let's just get out of here with no more injuries and get ready for cross keys.
And there's a direct snap there to number 6 for the Grangers, Jacoby Smith, and he gets up about to the original line of scrimmage. Bring up fourth down and about 11 right here.
Rangers will take it down to the 41.
Clock continues to roll, minute 23 seconds.
4th and 12 for the Rangers from the 41.
Not a whole lot of time left in this football game. If Callaway can just get a stop right here. Looks like Coach Wiggins going to want a timeout. So
Timeout called by Callaway. 1:10 to go here in the game. Callaway with a 14-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
what's going on?
Here comes Jacob.
Looks like Jacob's okay.
Walking back onto the field.
Walking back onto the field. He's walking.
Fourth down play, and he's going to be sacked. And Nathan Sapp with the sack. Let's hope he's okay. He went down awkward right there.
We can't lose him too.
Looks like he collided right there. Looks like their knees might have hit. So we have 1 minute and 4 seconds to go here in the game. Callaway is going to get the ball back at the LaGrange 35-yard line.
Let's hope Nathan's okay.
And it looks like Nathan and Trey Hurd were both colliding in on the quarterback and kind of got there at the same time.
Man, it's so good to see Jacob up and walking. You know, I know we got a football game to play, but, man, you don't ever want to see someone, just, God forbid, those neck injuries that happen that you see across football. You don't want to see it happen to him. And, he's got a long line of Freemans that have played at Callaway. And, man, he's such a good kid. And see him up and walking, that's the most important thing.
They got a lot of football to watch starting tonight and then tomorrow. Mercer.
Yep. And Saints.
No, they watch it on Sunday.
They watch it on Sunday.
They got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. How about that?
That's right. That's pretty
impressive.
Football factory at the Freeman household. So
that's pretty impressive. A kid playing on Friday night, Saturdays, and Sundays.
So, but praise God that Jacob Freeman's okay and he's walking around down there with his teammates, and that's what's important right there is his safety. That's the most important thing tonight. So. And while we're thankful for his safety, let's hope that Nathan Sapp, he's down the field, is okay. He's getting up. It looks like he's needing help. That's not good. It looks like a left lower leg injury.
Yeah, he's not putting anything on it. Yeah, let's hope Nathan's okay. We're definitely be counting on him during the season. Tell you what, might not be a bad week. Let some of these guys heal next week, going over to Cross Keys.
That's right. And it might be, you don't know what could have happened. I hate to speculate, but it wouldn't shock me if there was any type of a concussion or something like that. So let's hope that he's all right. And if he needs to take next week off, I think we can handle Cross Keys without him.
38-yard line with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in the game.
I think we should score here, Shane. I think we should go. Score one for Jacob.
Let's
take a knee and just go home. Jacob. Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, Callaway obviously had some opportunities. To blow this thing open, and some of it was self-inflicted. The refs, obviously didn't help, but they're not out there to help you.
Clearly.
My saying is, don't leave it up to the refs. But we just beat our crosstown rival LaGrange
for the third straight year.
Shut them out again, 14-0. The Cavaliers are 2-0. Going into the third week of the season, we'll go face Cross Keys. So a very good opportunity for the Cavs to be 3-0, getting ready for it looks like Kevin and them have been calling it a big showdown.
Yep.
Callaway Troop here.
Let's hope young Jacob Freeman will be okay for that football game, because we're going to need all hands on deck against the Troop Tigers.
So it looks like we're going to take one more knee there. And your final is going to be 14-0 as Demetrius Coleman takes a knee. And that'll do it. Both teams will shake them up. And like you said, it's really good to see Jacob Freeman, who, for those who just joined us earlier, Jacob Freeman was tackled on a play, laid on the field. They brought a stretcher out, took him off on a stretcher.
That's right.
And then about 5 minutes ago, he actually came walking up the sideline and is on the sideline with his team now. So like you said, Andrew, we definitely got to get him back healthy and see how far this train can go.
That's right. So while teams shake hands, we'll take a quick spot back to the station and come back with the postgame show. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live at Callaway Stadium. Cavaliers with a 14-0 win over the crosstown rival LaGrange Grangers. And it was not pretty, Andrew, but it is a win. I think Cartavius probably led us in rushing. Jacob Freeman had some yards. We had a couple of big throws early in the first half, and we mentioned a lot of flags. I don't know that I've done a Callaway game with that amount of flags for penalty yardage. We'll probably have that next week. We'll let you guys know what the actual amount was, but it definitely was not good. It was not typical of a Callaway team.
No, not at all. And you just hate to see a game come, turn. The fans paid to see two teams play football today, not see officiating crew throw flags. But we'll see if we go back to the tape, see what we need to correct, and just go get ready to play Cross Keys. And one thing I really, and I'll give a shout out to, see this when players get hurt, but, first of all, LaGrange joining Callaway after Jacob got hurt to pray for him. I thought that was super classy right there. And then the entire LaGrange High team just came over and dapped up, Jacob over here on the sideline. And I thought that was super classy right there by the LaGrange High football team and by their head coach, Chuck Gibbs. So, just real classy and really good sportsmanship right there. So we appreciate that for sure. So, with that said, going to Cross Keys next week, should be a team Callaway should be able to handle relatively easily. So we have not played Cross Keys since I played for the Callaway Cavaliers back in the 1800s. So we'll go up north to Atlanta, take on Cross Keys, hopefully pick up our third win of the year, and come back and get ready for the Troop Tigers.
All right, big congratulations, Coach Wiggins. We need to start back keeping up with his number.
Yes.
For total wins.
Total wins, yes.
Not quite sure where he's at now. But big win tonight for the Cavaliers, 14-0 over their rival LaGrange Grangers. You guys be sure to tune in next week. Eagle 102.3 will go live at around, we'll go live over there at 4:45. 4:45 we'll go live,
yep.
And then we'll have kickoff around 5:15 over there in Atlanta. For Andrew Carraway, I am Shane Andrews, and this has been Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Holmes Pharmacy, we know the hassle in looking for the right pharmacy and getting the kind of service you want is always a concern. That's why the only place to go is Holmes Pharmacy. At Holmes Pharmacy, you'll find friendly service and the nicest people. Holmes Pharmacy, now with 3 locations, Hamilton, LaGrange, and now in Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Come on, take the deal and run. Come on, take the deal and run.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Cates, the General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's that time again. It is back to school time. I wanted to personally wish each and every student a very happy school year. I also want to thank all of the instructors and faculty for their incredible work that they do in shaping the minds of our future generations. What you do on a daily basis deserves incredible recognition. On behalf of Nissan of LaGrange, have a great school year.
Thanks for listening to Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network. This game was brought to you in part by Holmes Pharmacy, Kia of LaGrange, Remax agent Joel Upchurch, Wellstar West Georgia Medical, and Emory Southern Orthopedics.
All right, welcome
Hi, football
back.
fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
There's a secret